So overall, you're saying that God Eater is a better Monster Hunter than Monster Hunter.
Would say that, yes. Let's not forget the not so tediousness of gathering healing items and other things. I
Well, then
understand that
again,
it's a deep mechanic in the crafting of the game, but it's also a complete annoyance when you go to the areas where you know where the shit is and it keeps randomly giving you the shit you don't need.
Hmm.
Hey,
well, then again,
I'm trying to mine for some regular ass ore, stone. Okay? Or try again. Stone. This fucking rock is blue. I should be getting malachite ores. Think stone. What the fuck?
well, dude, it's just like real life. How you have to
No,
find
the fuck
what.
it's not. Cause
Well,
in
let's
real
see
life,
what
no.
world has.
Cause in real life, nobody drinks a damn potion, stands there like a dumbass posing, and then gets smacked in the fucking face by a giant stone T-Rex tail. Let's not forget, if you actually did get smacked by any of those monsters in real life, chances are you gonna have a broken something.
Broken everything. Yay!
It's only now to the point where they made it a bit less tedious to play the game because it's a bit easier to fight the fucking monsters. Seeing as how now you have all these different weapon sets and different styles you can use. I'm gonna be honest with you. Stand ground game with dual swords, bad idea. Your ass is meant to be a fly. You are meant to be annoying. So the only place you should ever be is in the air. Let's not forget the fact that why the fuck do I have to run off a damn ledge to jump on a monster? What sort of retarded shit is that? Dragon's Dogma does that shit perfectly. Jump on this motherfucker. I'm giving up stamina as I'm keeping my grip on this bitch. Smack him in the head. Smack him in the head.
Well,
Smack him in the
Matt, it's
head.
because they are
Smack him in the head.
descendants from Link. They don't know how to jump.
Bullshit. Because
Well,
in Breath of the Wild, Link knows how to jump.
Because he lost his memory, Matt. To see to gain the skills he had to lose the ability to jump.
Eh, whatever. All I know is all of that shit is just a pointless layer of tedium that's completely unnecessary. Now, granted, I do not believe the game is terrible. I actually do believe it's actually a lot of fun if you're playing with the right people. But other than that, no. That game has a layer of tedium about it that is completely pointless. Because
That's why I
again,
work
I
against the.
shouldn't have to fight the same monster 16 times for the chance to get one material. And that's after I look up multiple guides, get my weapons right, get everything set. I swear to God, I still remember I made a whole weapon set for a weapon that I don't even use. Okay? I hate using hammers. But yet it suggested that I use hammer to get this particular material. I use it and still didn't get it. Didn't get it.
What a damn shame.
Now, the difference between Monster Hunter and God Eater is that when you break that item off, that's a guarantee to get that material. Plus, you might be able to get more as a bonus.
Hmm.
Now, you see why it's frustrating at the fact that you gotta fight the same monster so many goddamn times for the chance to get one material?
I know
yeah, I
that
see.
feeling.
And then let's not forget when it takes like what 2 or 3 of that material in order to make a pair of shoes. You think I'm kidding?
It's just
I swear to God, there have been times where I had to fight the same monster 30 fucking times in order to make an armor set,
uh,
which I would take into the fight against the next monster and get bitch slapped.
so it wasn't even worth
Wrong
it in the
armor
end.
set, nigga.
Oh, that's horrible. That's terrible. That is awful.
And let's not forget, if you don't have friends to play with, that game is damn near impossible when you start getting into the later chapters.
Oh, for something like
This,
something as strategic as that, sounds like you would need friends.
especially
Like
when you
that's
reach G rank.
Yeah, once you reach G rank, if you don't have backup, your ass is fucked.
Same thing goes for
Because
high rank.
now all the monsters are twice as difficult to deal with, twice as much health, and you supposed to be able to keep up with that, or you supposed to have a group of friends to help you deal with that. Oh, not to mention the fact that the monsters have more health and more defense
Yay!
while you're
Told you
playing
so.
online and multiplayer.
That just sounds
So,
plain grand.
so again, it takes a lot more effort in order to play it online, but you're supposed to play with friends. With God Eater, yeah, you can play the game with your friends, but that's completely optional because you can still bring along 4 AI partners.
Tell me more.
Only thing, but the thing that I will give Monster Hunter Worlds is the fact that they have given you many, many more new approaches to how you play the game with the ghillie suits and all that, with the new suits and stuff like that. That that is a lot. That's much better. That's a much better thing.
Ghillie suits, we're getting all Call of Duty up in this bitch. Do we get shotguns?
Well, you can get rifles.
Hey.
And you get bows to use as well.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bow is most definitely a support type, is a support weapon, and I'm not too sure why too many people just go into the game by themselves using that.
I did it for my Monster Hunter second playthrough.
Mm. Only thing I know is switch axe, charge axe, and I'm gonna be using my light bow gun.
Pretty much.
But probably just gonna be using the charge axe mostly because of because one, it's a fucking sword and shield axe hybrid that explodes. Do I need to say anything else?
Okay, now
Nope, you do not.
down. So on the top, moving on to some more interesting news. Apparently, the characters in the Blaze Blue crossover game are gonna have 7 characters per
Ruby
series.
Rose, Yu Narukami, and also the vampire guy. I have no idea.
I honest to God do not understand what is the point of putting these characters in if you're not gonna put in a large number of them.
No, that's what I just said. There's gonna be at least 7 playable characters per each series. So 7 Blaze Blue characters, 7 Ruby characters, 7 Persona 4 Arena, and 7 whatever the fuck the vampire guy's from.
I get the feeling I'm getting ready to see I'm getting ready to see Show Minazuki again. Not the bullshit not the bullshit demon god, not the bullshit demon god with the persona, but you know, the rule smashing pun machine, you know, the one without a persona, the fucking dick. I don't know how the fuck to explain this jackass.
So the human that is not the persona that becomes his persona.
Pretty much, yeah. That thing.
For those watching, yeah, Persona did just become as confusing as Blaze Blue for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
Who's the main antagonist? Oh, he's a persona who later becomes the persona of another person, but until then he becomes the person's other doppelganger.
Actually, you know what? No, easier way to describe that dude has a bit of dissociative personality disorder due to a certain chemical compound that he's been forced into his bloodstream.
The Plume of Dusk.
Yeah.
Also, there is the Twitter image leak that I put on the Skype. So there's also gonna be 7 other characters from an unknown series, I guess, or fan favorites. I don't know.
I don't know. They might throw in Tekken characters for no reason.
I doubt it because they have to do animation in the pixels.
Oh wait, no, wait, because they might team up with after I saw Dengeki Bunko. If I remember right, that was the Arc System Works game too, but I might be wrong about that. But hell, who knows? They might throw in Persona 5 characters because it's been in talks that Persona 5 Arena might be a thing too.
Since it's Arc System Works, it could either be in Persona, it could be Persona 5, it could be any of the Guilty Gear games, or it might even be Dragon Ball FighterZ, which would be pretty badass.
That would, but that would also be some really cheating bullshit. Because after I got my hands on a little bit of that demo for Dragon Ball FighterZ, just the shit, like the savage combos that I was able to come up with, and I don't think those will translate well to anything involving Blaze Blue.
All right. And
Oh my god, this angel guy. Like, literally, this he who dwells, man, is this total cheap.
Oh yeah, Eugene is the shit.
Wait, that's Eugene? Well, I've
Yep.
already pieced that together.
Yeah, that's how he uses his power. He replicates creatures from a video game that he plays.
That's cool. I want a power like that.
Yep, that's how his video power operates. Anything that's digital, you can recreate it with no problem.
Hey, your waifu can now exist with you. You said.
All right, no, I don't know about that.
Like, by which I mean, okay, take for instance, she in a bind. You could take the power of every Warframe that you are aware of.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Also,
Oh, great.
Genki Bunko Fighting Climax was made by Eco Software and French Bread. Eco Software is basically known for the Melty Blood games, which have stupid ass
Nigga,
names.
what? Melty Blood, nigga, what?
Do you know Tsukihime?
No.
That other philosophical Fate Stay Night universe visual novel.
Nope.
The blonde-haired vampire with red eyes. That becomes
Still nothing.
the blue-haired nun with a giant needle gun.
Bruh, you are barking up the wrong tree. I am not familiar with the Fate series in the slightest, aside from ReZero.
It's a fighting game based off the Type Moon series Tsukihime.
Yeah, but again, my dude, you're barking up the wrong tree. I have no
just-
knowledge of that whatsoever.
I'll just say,
Yeah,
I'm just saying
I
what
have
it
to
is.
agree with that.
Yeah, it's fine. But they've known for fighting games of that series. Uta. Oh, and they made Under Night in Birth. Okay, that explains a lot actually. So we might get Denki Bunko characters into
Well, I'm like, nah, because Dengeki Bunko ranges from everything from Sword Art Online to the Rah Rah Rah. It's a whole bunch of shit under that list.
Oh yeah, fair enough. And it's published and it's owned by Sega, so yeah, I don't think they're gonna go with that flag.
Why does this music remind me so much about Lair?
You know what? It's damn. Like, wait, considering the fact that you know, Ruby's getting added into the mix. Would it not be possible for red versus blue characters? Oh wait, never mind. No. Not original. Like, no, it took a second for the shit to cross my mind.
Yeah, because then that's Microsoft getting, and there's like, no.
Then that would mean that Microsoft would have like 6 Blaze Blue characters, all being the red versus blue cast.
No, yeah, you'd have DLC. You'd have 2 separate versions: the PS4 version and the Xbox One version. And the Xbox One has the cast of red versus blue.
Introducing Halo 6 Red versus Blue DLC.
Well, then again, you could always get the Team 4-star crew and throw in some, throw in the Final Fantasy VII characters for no reason.
Oh no, that's even if they want to, that's still Square Enix. That'd be
Yeah, true.
I mean, so it's either.
I don't know. Really, if anything, I just want PlayStation All Stars 2.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not gonna happen.
If they had more, if they had more of their first-party mascots back in the game, that'd be fine.
I'm like, nah, man. It's because they broke up with Superbot Entertainment. That was part of the production company. Unfortunately, since that relationship ended, it's an impossibility. Although I can say, at this point, it's not unfair to say that PlayStation does have a larger cast of its exclusive characters.
Yeah. Besides, it's not like that company has the rights to putting them into a fighting-esque game. Sure, maybe they can't use All-Star Battle Royale name again, but they can still make another proper fighting game. Well, part of a fighting game.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll probably get Super Smash Bros. 5.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm done with the Super Smash Bros. Series. I'm glad that those are done. I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, I keep bringing this up. That the people who constantly tell me that using items in Smash makes you a lame player. Oh my god, you have got to be the biggest bitches on the planet.
I agree. Fuck those guys. But if I came
Like
over
you
and
can't
said,
even win
"Hey,
without your
want to
own
have a nice
skill.
match? Want to have a nice few matches of Super Smash Bros. Normal, would you still be down for that?" The answer would most likely be yes. Am I wrong or am I right?
I'm like, nah, don't get me wrong. Hell yeah, I definitely like, nah, we playing the nice, friendly, casual game of some Super Smash, bro. I have no
I'm
reason to
down.
say no.
Yeah, but the hard asses that are like, oh, Smash only, Fox and Falco, Melee is the best.
Final frustration. I'm
Yeah,
gonna mod the shit out the game so that even though it's a later version, it's still gonna work the way that I want it to. Eh, eh, eh.
there was actually a funny ass story. It's funny. This is really old, but I heard about it from the Super Best Friend brothers. One guy, the wave dashing thing that they do in Smash.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I don't get how it works, but it's one of those things that works one in every 50 times for GameCube controllers, right? So the guy is in the tournaments, and he's like, "Oh, my controller that only works 1 in 50 times, that is busted so that it's more consistent, is not working. I'm just gonna take my controller and go home."
Bullshit. Especially when like you see in Super Smash Brothers tournament when like I've seen videos where people get so salty in the tournaments that they just take their controllers and leave or like quit the match right when they're about to die.
Dude, Smash players are such bitches.
I'm
Indeed.
like, dude, and then wait. God forbid you introduce a character that knows how to use combo. Oh wait, Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
Like Bayonetta is my consistent example of why Super Smash Brothers can never be a fighting game.
No,
Indeed.
I
Why
love
it
that
should never
because
be
it's the
anything more than a
pure
party game.
example of like Smash Brothers was never a fighting game to
It's
begin with.
not in the
It's a
slightest.
party fighting
And
It was
game
a
then
when you have
party game.
friends, but
like yeah, it's a party game. That's it.
yeah,
That'd be the same thing as me saying, "Hey, let's play some competitive Mario Party."
Or like, hey, do you want to play Mario Kart without any items?
it's like you can
Exactly.
just go play Forza then.
Exactly. So what the fuck am I even playing this for?
It's like it's like they never take this seriously. Smash Bros. Is the most different type of fighting game you'll ever see on the market, and they treat it like it's the holy fucking grail.
I mean, it's just like, and then wait, a lot of the guys, if you ever ask them to play any other actual fighting game, you beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, because they don't know the controls. Like Marvel versus Capcom, for instance.
No, because they don't know
Like,
real
oh my
fighting
god,
games.
like, cause I'm like, wait, Bayonetta is again still the most consistent way that I can prove that Smash Bros. In the fighting game. You introduce one character in this whole series that knows how to use combos, and all of a sudden she's banned from all tournaments. Why? She can deal too much damage, and she can deal too much damage in a short period of time. Nigga, she's a fighting game character. See, honest to God, if they had to put her in PlayStation All Stars, that would have been the place where she would have shined the brightest. Because you could make use of all her arsenal.
Ain't that the truth? She would have fit in with
I'm like,
the three special hits too.
exactly, like, dude, she has plenty. She has plenty of abilities that will work for her. I mean, hell, but like, hell, bro, pull out the fucking scythe for the level 1, level 2. Everything, everything goes into witch time. Everybody slow down. She busts out some kind of crazy ass weapon, instant kills. Well, either that or you could say that for a level 3. Level 2, you just summon a big ass hair demon. It's a straight line attack. Level 3, witch time, everybody dies.
Madam
Done.
Butterfly crushes her between her giant thighs.
That
Oh,
works
just
too.
me? Okay.
But I'm like, yeah, bro. I would never understand how the fuck people constantly tell me that Smash Brothers deserves to be on the list of fighting games. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. And especially if one character has an ability to snag your ass, jump off the fucking thing, and if you're both on your last life, that's an instant win.
Allahu
Wow.
Akbar.
Like, yeah, that's completely fair.
I
Oh,
do
hey,
think I do think I remember them making the Bowser thing that if you did that on both players' last life, both players
Eugene,
lost
we're awesome.
instantly. for a few months.
I'm sorry.
I mean, even still, that doesn't change the fact that that is something that was happening in the first place. Oh, Kirby, I'm just gonna eat your ass and jump off the edge. Good luck making it back up. Pup,
Or
pup,
like King
pup.
DDD, the same rinse and repeat
King
process.
DDD do the same thing. No, he can do it even worse. You're trying to get back up here, throw shit, 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 throw
To
shit.
pause real quick,
Fuck you.
just to resume the conversation, I just want to address this. Damn, Eugene's backstory, man. I feel him, like literally, like that entire
he's your average
backstory.
dude. He's your average high school nerd. He
And
just so
instead of
happened to get
taking- and Instead of
superpowers.
bringing a gun to the school, he became a hero. Learn from
I
that,
know.
white people.
No, he brought angels and demons to the school.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have turned evil at that point. Bitch, do something again. Say something. Say something.
Pretty
Say
much, like literally, I would have won full blown evil or renegade. And speaking of renegade, has anyone here had the Little Mac Edge problems? Like literally every single match, like literally whenever they play as Little Mac.
Oh yeah, and then there's also the thing about there's also Little Mac. I love how people constantly claim he's broken. No, the fuck he is not. All he has is ground game.
That's because Smash players are scrubs. They should feel bad. Also, no, I don't play Smash Bros. Competitively, sadly, so I don't know anything about that.
Like,
Or even
hey,
sort
hey,
of for glory match. I don't know why the fuck they
nah,
added
dude,
that.
I don't like that's the competitive mode, which again I don't understand because why the fuck are you playing this game competitively in the first place? Do you really suck that bad at everything else to the point that you have to bitch moan and complain about make this a fighting game so I could be good at something, nigga? Do what the fuck everybody else did. Get this game, take the time, learn these characters, practice your combos, and get your shit straight. Nigga, that's how I ended up throwing myself all the way up to rank 100 in Tekken 7,
Yay.
and then promptly lost that shit about 2 days later because I basically quit playing the game. Like, no. The only reason why I lost that rank was because I stopped playing.
No, I know, dude. It's the same thing in League of Legends. If you don't play for a certain amount of time, you just drop your rank, so you go back and climb back up.
So, and I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody that plays Smash Brothers competitively, these niggas is fighting game light. That's all that is. Hell, PlayStation All Stars did that shit much better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it was closer to an actual fighting game than Smash Brothers ever was.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, cause the other thing about Smash Brothers that I don't think too many people really pay attention to is the fact that PlayStation All Stars is a game that never slows down.
Yeah, because everyone more or less comes from an actual combo game.
I'm like, no, because aside from that, the only way you actually gonna make any scores is by getting in your opponent's faces, beating their asses, and building up your super meter. And Smash Brothers, the second everybody starts getting into high percentages, everybody got to go into defense mode. Everybody turns into a turtle. And me, I'm
Is
just.
your mic okay? I can keep on hearing echoes of us.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's also the dick move that you can pull in Smash Brothers that I kind of love to do now. Oh, we just gonna ignore this dude with like the 5 livestock while we all down to 2.
Oh, you a dick.
Yeah. But I love the fact that the second I do that, everybody jumps that person. I just hang back. I'm just like, nope. I'm just sit this shit right on out and deal with the rest of it after it's over.
Why fight and kill everyone when you can have them kill each other?
Exactly. PlayStation All Stars, you could try that, but it wouldn't always work.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna kill you in the crossfire.
I'm like, nah, because aside from that, if you fucking with something like, bro, you got 2 people going after one person. If he catches 2 people in one combo, that is a guaranteed level 2 right there.
It's
Not to
Sackboy
mention
beating down Nathan Drake and Kratos all over again.
We got beat by a burlap sack. Can't ignore that.
It happened.
No, man. And then at least like when you get in the high level PlayStation All Stars play, dude, it's like a whole different game. I mean, Smash. I've seen high level play, and it's the only high level play I really seen was just one person in the game room. Everything else is just, oh, I'm gonna sit back and hang on the same gimmick the whole game. And
Yeah,
then
that's what
once you
I saw
finish,
with
and then
melee
once you
fights.
figure, and then once you figure that out, then they'll swear you fucking cheating. Like, no, it was one dude that played in the game room. The only character he ever used was Fox. This dude would just hang back out the fight the whole fucking time, just firing the blaster, slowly building up those numbers on everybody else. I played as Sonic, I would piss this dude off and just charge in on his ass. I would literally go run and jump past everyone else just to get him, and he would get so fucking pissed about it. I'm like, bro, we just gonna ignore Fox over here using the blaster, building up our damage number so he can slowly pick us off one by one. And then everybody turns. Oh, nigga, like, wait, what the fuck? Then they just start mobbing his ass. And I'm just hanging back on the side. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'll jump in every now and again just to get the illusion that, I'm gonna be in this fight, but for the most part, I'm just dipping off to the side. I mean, Sonic, like, dude, all Sonic's game is hit and run, right? Ground dash, keep moving. Bop, 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 keep moving. Just run, just run. Can't hit me if you can't touch. Can't hit me if you can't catch me.
Yeah, man, they're too slow. They need to get fast
Gotta go fast.
and fuck somebody's wife.
The only thing that ever actually caused me any concern while I was playing there was one man and a Pikachu. It was just like the second he picked up the sticks and picked that Pikachu, you knew that the best that you were gonna do was second. Cause this man was deadly.
A giant blue rat.
And also, cause see, the other thing was the reason why I like this guy is that he didn't care if you played with items or not. He was still gonna beat your ass.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, he'd actually use the items to make combos.
hey, they actually intended. Fucking morons.
And I'm just sitting there like, bruh, this dude is the shit. Everybody else, no items, no items. I'm like, bruh, we on 3DSs. What the fuck? It ain't even like we in the main game, bruh. I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, I'm like, y'all wanna play a couple games for fun? Yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, items on. No items, no items. Nigga, this is a for fun match. No items. Are you trying to use this as training of some sort? What the fuck, bruh? Like, you know what? Nah, y'all go ahead, stay over there.
Yeah, they want to go to Evo
We
and
go.
fight with other sweaty bastards.
I'm like, fam, and even still, bruh, like, goddamn, the other day I went to this spot that was having a fucking Smash Brothers tournament, bruh. Why it smell like open ass in that motherfucker?
Oh, we
I
talked
mean,
about this so many times.
like, is it just destined that Smash that people who play Smash that intensely are just gonna smell bad?
Because they're still children inside. That's why
Like,
they
I
don't take
don't
showers.
like. I honest to God don't want to believe. I honest to God don't want to believe that. But every time I try not to, and then I get into a situation where there's a bunch of Smash players in one room, it always stinks. And this has been consistent for this has been a consistent thing for years. I can't fully understand this.
They're all man children. That's why.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to a professional chess tournament. Let me smell as bad as I possibly can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna psych out my opponent. I can't understand that shit. That eludes me.
All I have to say is people are try hard when they play Smash. Even if it's a friendly game, even if it's not, people are always a try hard. Especially those people in the game room. You know who I'm talking about, Matt.
Oh hell yeah. I'm like, fam, why the fuck do you gotta play this game so goddamn intensely? It's not like you're getting any pussy from it.
And the only thing they also play is Melee as well. Like Melee and Brawl. Like seriously,
Like, dude,
there are other
like,
games.
okay, and see, here's the other problem with that. Any room that I've gone in where Smash is the predominant game being played, I don't see that many females in that room. Now,
Because they
here's the
don't want
thing.
to smell like ass.
Here's the thing. When I went, like, I always bring this story back over and over and over again because it's the truest thing that I have. Okay, now game room. Me and AJ going. Me and AJ went fishing. Got a couple girls. They wanted to go. We brought them into the game room. We sat down with some Mario Kart. Everybody having a good time. They laughing. They wanting to be around. Then these Smash players came in, hijacked the whole Wii. Then everybody noticed, like, wait, why the room all of a sudden smell like ass? And it was like 30 minutes later. Then the person who was running the room, like, bro, why do it always smell like ass in this room? I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not know at that point that that was the Smash Brothers effect. It was not until I went to Ace in that one time with that door closed and I opened that bitch and it smelled like open ass in that motherfucker. It finally clicked. Like, okay, maybe it's these people's playing Smash or some motherfucker in here that didn't take a shower and don't nobody want to say nothing to them because they don't want to be rude or something. And then that's when it happened. I saw that fucking Game and Illuminati video in which they recounted the same shit, which let me know that these motherfuckers really don't wash their ass.
That was in his old intro, right? It's like, why do all Smash Brothers smell like ass?
Like literally, the video is called "Wash Your Ass." And guess who the fuck is on the cover of the goddamn video? This fucking fat bastard. But I mean it though, like I'm just like, fam, we sitting here trying to break that whole stereotype of gamers being a bunch of sweaty, nasty, smelly ass nerds that like to keep themselves locked in a dark room. Why the fuck do y'all want the lights off all the goddamn time? Bring some light in this bitch. Jesus, please, where the fuck you at? Let there be light.
They're a bunch of vampires, man. What would you expect? Oh my lord! I get angel wings and I can fly.
Yep. Welcome to the power of video, my friend.
Also, since I've been recording for about 30 minutes, I think it's time to start the stream up. What do you guys think?
I didn't realize we weren't even in the stream.
Yeah.
Wait, we were in the stream the entire time?
No, I was recording about near the end of Matt's Monster Hunter rant.
It.
But now the stream will start. So welcome all. You'll enjoy the 30-minute preview when it goes on YouTube. But, all right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, what is the gaming subject for today, my friend?
Well, since we actually do it since we're consistent this week, on the first we'll still do the fortune cookies, except the first game will be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess if we still want to do that game for this week.
All right.
And next we'll open up 4 cookies and we'll decide from there.
All right.
So yeah, if the 4 cookies are trash, then we just stick with Twilight Princess.
Exactly. All right. Cookie number 1. Bleach Dark Souls for Nintendo DS.
Bleach, Dark Souls, or Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, the original DS. It's a sort of fighting game with a lot of multiple paths.
Nah.
Didn't think so. Let's open the next cookie. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Ooh.
Okay, definitely keep that one on the list. See what else we got.
Alright. Third cookie. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Wow, this came back. Wasn't expecting that to show back up. Alright, and last cookie. The Witcher Enhanced Edition. Okay, no, because that does not work on my computer either.
I figured.
Yeah. So, Pokemon Fire Red for the GBA.
You know what? I think I don't know, cause I could go with either Legend of Zelda or Metroid Prime.
I don't think I can.
Oh,
I don't know.
We showed
I
off
think
Zelda
this was up to
last
you,
week,
pick. True.
so,
And in 2 different forms, actually.
yeah. So we're going to go with Metroid Prime 3.
Oh shit!
Yep.
I can summon swords.
All of the swords. Welcome back, Virgil.
Oh, that's only the beginning of it, my friend. Wait till you get the karmic bomb.
So I will be right back while I go turn on the Wii and actually get my copy of Metroid Prime 3. Entertain your
There's
lovely guests while I disappear for 3 years.
Oh man. But yeah, welcome to the world of video. The best power in the game.
Oh my god, it is so awesome.
It's actually quite surprising that they didn't make that Infamous Second Son never got the sequel that, you know, Sucker Punch said they were working on. Also, that makes me curious. I wonder if they're still doing anything with Sly 5 the way, you know, the
No.
last game set up the sequel for.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so the only way I can gain energy is by draining satellite dishes.
Satellite dishes, TVs, anything that involves video.
Oh.
Imagine being out in public and you're running low on energy. Just drain someone's cell phone.
Like a dick. If you ask me, conduits are the true heroes. Why not everyone should be a conduit? Oh right.
Well,
He's
no,
right.
it's only certain individuals that have that gene in their DNA.
I at least gotta have a standard shot. I mean, I can't just be like literally.
Oh no, you get you get better than a standard shot.
At least it's cool that I'm able to summon swords, though. It's like that's my R1 ability, and it uses up missiles.
Mm-hmm. The bloodthirsty blades.
Yes,
It's
we
got,
the
like-
the Legend of Muramasa.
Like, let's see. I think aside from concrete, video actually has one of the strongest melee attacks in the game as well. Like, really, just to put it all into perspective, it's just that video is, you know, the most versatile power set that you can get in the game. You know,
I got a minigun. I got a minigun for a hand. Yeah, you're right. Video is the best.
But do you have a shotgun?
Yes, that is my smoke ability.
A Metroid Prime 3, the second best Metroid Prime game of the trilogy.
you know what? Interestingly enough, I never actually got the opportunity to play Metroid Prime 3.
I'll let you borrow it if you want.
Nah. Cause small side note, I'm going back to school in January, and of course it's medical school, so I'm probably not gonna have that much time to do all that.
Oh, we're never gonna see you again.
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm still trying to see if I can find any place that's willing to just let me work weekends, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go the entire week. But I don't know about that. I was actually gonna ask about that. But hopefully, if everything goes through the way it's supposed to, and I graduate, I pass all my boards and whatnot, and your boy will be a certified pill counter.
Hey Matt, can you pass me the drugs?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop playing Infamous Second Son after this because it's hard to talk to you guys and also read the subtitles and watch the story.
Oh,
Whoa! Wait, I fucking beat this game on expert. Damn, I'm a badass.
But how did I do it?
Let's see. Beat down 10 sign twirlers, take out 10 street musician, kill 10 obnoxious current gang members. I literally have, comet drop over 170 meters, stay in the air for more than 45 seconds, defeat an enemy using 3 different power sources, comet drop on 3 coughing enemies. Wow, I damn near platinum this game. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Aside from Kingdom Hearts, the Infamous series has to be like at least my very second in terms of favorite game franchises. Infamous one, Infamous one, I actually got hooked on. Like, it was a Black Friday of 2009. That was the first time. No, it was Christmas Eve 2009. Well, Christmas Day, because it was like 12 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, semantics, really.
Yep. But dude, just playing that, just the freedom that game gave you. You know, the freedom to choose between whether or not you were a dick or, you know, just the nice guy. The story outcomes that would happen, the choices that you made, because this was before I even got the chance to find out what the fuck BioShock was. I mean, not BioShock, but Mass Effect. Just, I don't know. It was just something about that game that spoke to me. And then there was this quote that I remember reading. You know, if you want to see what a man is made of, give him power.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I love the humor in Infamous Second Son. It is literally awesome.
Second Son, the human Second Son is, well, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty alright. It's a lot, but it's a lot of progressivism in it that kind of goes over. Like, it just kind of comes off as stale sometimes. Now, if we want to talk, but now in terms of just actual comedic stuff, bruh, Infamous 2 had that stuff. Like, the jokes were incredible.
Hell Firestorm.
So, since we're doing this now, what's everyone's experience with the Metroid series? And I mean, like,
Huh?
everything.
I've always, like, really, I can't say too much about it. I always have liked the Metroid Prime series.
Okay, then where did you start off with the Metroid series?
Well, I started off, it was the original Metroid Prime on GameCube.
My dude.
I'm not gonna, but I will say though, the game did have me confused because I was not ready for what it was I was going into. I didn't realize there was gonna be so much backtracking and so much other stuff. But then again, that was when I was much younger and didn't really understand video game concepts the way I do now. So honestly, if I played it again, I'd probably have a different. The opinion probably wouldn't change as much, but I just have a better idea of what the hell it was I was doing.
More than likely. That's how we all are as kids. Bunch of idiots.
Ooh, you have been promoted to Paragon, one step closer to becoming a hero.
Hey, Winnebago Renegade for life.
Samus, welcome to the flagship Olympus. Admiral Dane is waiting for you in the briefing room. I will upload the location to you now.
Okay. So Devin, what about you? Did you ever start with the Metroid series? Have you ever played any of the Metroid games?
No. The only Metroid game I played was Super Smash Brothers, and I don't think that counts. Though I think I remember playing some of the Prime series when I was little.
Well,
I don't think I can remember.
in that case, am I the only one excited about Metroid Prime 4 coming?
Oh hell no, dude. That's part of the reason why I took the time to get my hands on a Switch.
Yeah, fucking Nintendo cocksuckers.
Well, sorry, they make actual game consoles.
I'm not gonna lie, like, really the whole thing to me is just think about it for a second. Like, they turned basically this thing the size of a goddamn tablet into a fully functioning game system.
Yeah, that costs like an arm and a leg.
No, honestly,
Same price as the PS3 when it first came out, and the PS4 really.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. But I mean, honest to God, just the whole like a $300 price tag. That's not bad, and especially for all the stuff that I can take with me.
Yeah, you're a stickler for all the portable stuff.
Oh hell yeah! That's the reason why I held the Vita in high regards for so long. I'm gonna be honest with you. The 3DS was good and all, but it only had like what 2 or 3 things that you know, if you were a hardcore gamer, that you actually wanted to play that often.
Yeah. The only reason why I have a Nintendo 3DS is just to kill time. And now that Monster Hunter Stories is just dropped, I'm gonna be playing that until January.
As a matter of fact, what is Monster Hunter Stories? I keep hearing you talking about it, but I have no experience with it in the slightest.
Monster Hunter Stories is basically Monster Hunter with a Pokemon system. Only instead of finding like monsters and like catching them and training them, you find their eggs or at least track them back to their nest. And it's like you take the eggs and take them back to your home, and then you hatch them there. Because if you get caught with a monster that is literally on the nest, you can either 1, try and sneak and grab an egg while it's sleeping, or 2, just try to outchase it and get the egg and run it up.
I don't know. That's kind of sound a little bit World of Final Fantasy-ish to me.
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of like a chibi version of Monster Hunter. You still get to fight all the monsters and stuff, though you get to do it with like chibi versions of the main monsters.
So yeah, it's Final Fantasy World, but with Monster Hunter.
Pretty much. Or Pokemon. Because like, there's like a rock, paper, scissors thing that you do to fight other monsters.
Well, to be fair, every RPG does that.
Yeah, but you have like power, speed, and technical wheel that you use to like power beats technical, technical beats speed, and speed beats power, that kind of stuff. Though it doesn't help how some monsters have OP moves such as Black Diablos and Devil Joe.
Yeah, well, they always gotta have some OP monsters here and there.
Scan complete.
And true.
Material detected. Samus, you are cleared for the command bridge.
I think I'm gonna play me some Shovel Knight.
Oh boy. How good is that, by the way? Because I've heard everybody praise it to high heaven.
No, yeah, Shovel Knight.
Basically,
pretty good.
Shovel Knight is what I would describe as a 2D Dark Souls.
Oh man, you said it's Dark Souls, the Dark Souls of gaming. Oh my god. No, didn't think so.
Yeah.
Well, shame that we've already had the conversation of game journalists being bad at video games, so.
Yep. And you want to know what the funniest thing? You want to know what the funniest thing is? I remember having that conversation out in public, and somebody actually got pissed off about it.
Only you.
You could get mad about that all you want, but you still can't prove me wrong.
Isn't that the best? You're wrong. Why? Because you're wrong. Alright, then you have no value in this conversation.
Yeah, considering the
Okay,
fact
so
that
basically, here's how the whole thing goes down. So I'm pretty sure I've stated before that you know, I kind of stopped trusting the opinions of, you know, a lot of video game journal reviewers and all that jazz, mostly because they usually end up giving information that's pretty much either wrong or it has nothing to do with what it is they're going over.
Of course. Yeah, we talked about this in last podcast, the last stream, or 2 weeks back.
Yeah, so the thing was that the person that, like, this individual that took umbrage with my statements who, by the way, had nothing to do with this conversation at all when the shit first started. I was talking to somebody else completely. This individual decided that, because they were a student in they were going to school there being for journalism and shit like that, right? Okay, so the thing was that this individual decided, hey, I'm just gonna go stick my nose into this shit for no goddamn reason. And so I basically say how, for the most part, from what I've seen and what I've read, it's a lot of reviewers that'll just basically say anything that makes the review look good without actually revealing the details of the game. Take the Drivergate stuff, for instance.
Oh yeah.
Pay a company enough and they'll give anything a good score, right? So the thing that I said was that, like, when you're a video game journalist, the problem is that you have to play so many different kinds of games that, if you go playing a bunch of super easy stuff all day, your brain just becomes anesthetized to shit that's actually not bad, but it becomes a lot more difficult because this is what you've been exposed to for so long. All of a sudden you're making the jump from like Little Big Planet to Dark Souls. And then there's also the other gaming journalists that say completely retarded bullshit. I'm not even gonna get into the feminist faction, but there's the dumbasses that love to claim like, oh, Dark Souls is a game that's problematic. Any Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Cuphead, games that actually present a challenge towards people who really play video games on a regular basis, it freaks them the fuck out. Right?
Really?
They always say there's a problem. Like, the problem with these games is that they're too difficult. There's a problem with playing to win. It's not readily accessible for everyone to learn. It's not readily accessible for everyone. Well, it's not meant to be readily accessible for anyone. It's supposed to be for people who like a challenge. Obviously, you're not one of them, so why the fuck should I give a shit about what you say?
Pretty much, your argument is irrelevant.
And then there's also people where I'm pretty sure there are some cases where people will play, like, people will say they review the game, log in about maybe 1 to 2 hours, not even long enough to actually form a valid opinion on a video game, and then make up a whole bunch of other shit.
Angry Joe.
Honestly, I do see. I'm not gonna lie. When back in the day when I first found his videos, he was thorough in his shit. I could actually take him as a valid opinion. I'm just like, now it's just like, my dude, you are digging way too much emotion and nostalgia filter into your reviews now. I can't take you seriously as an unbiased source. Then of course comes along, my discovery of the Black Hokage and the GI crew. Now, of course, most companies ain't trying to sponsor a brother like that. So, you just getting straight up real reviews. I still remember when I first saw reviews coming out for Assassin's Creed 3. I swear to you, at no part during some of these reviews did I ever see that the game was glitchy, super buggy, and all that other shit. And then when I went to go buy the game and played it, I'm like, dude, this is nothing like what I was told this shit was.
Oh, by the way,
seriously, I'm running through the forest. I would just randomly jump and then smack a guard in the back of the head for no reason. But shit, how the fuck was I supposed to know he was there? He literally just popped in out of nowhere. Why the fuck are these tombstones coming out of nowhere? Why the fuck is that gun floating? Why the fuck are these guards coming after me and I've done absolutely nothing?
Have any of you guys
Why can't I see this motherfucker's face? Why is it just teeth and eyes?
Speaking of seeing some motherfucker's face, did any of you guys even notice that Anthony is in the call?
Yes, I said hi.
Yeah, I said what's up, guys. Yeah, I guess you guys didn't hear me.
We all said hi. But no.
Sorry.
I'm just honest guy. Like,
cool.
dude, what the hell are you talking about? This game is terrible. I love the fact they completely glossed over the fact that the game it takes about 2 to 3 hours just to get into the actual game. And then it just comes out. Assassin's Creed 3. You know how it takes an excruciatingly painful long time to actually get into the story.
Well,
It was a glitchy and buggy
There were
mess.
a few glitches, but like how you describe it, I didn't really experience that. It kind of just,
Like how long after the game came out did you get it?
you know what? A friend let me borrow it, and I wasn't playing on Xbox Live at the moment. I was playing offline, so of course it was still, before any patches had came out. And well, from that original version, it was you know what? There was a few times where it did glitch out, and it kept me in the loading screen where you're playing, or you're just waiting right there playing as a character. Shit, I forgot his name. I think it was Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would glitch out and just stay there.
So it's soft lock.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, nah, man, cause I bought the game brand new the day after it came out.
Yeah, you can take it, or I can say that I had it like that too the day it came out too, because again, I was playing offline, so it was like as if no patches came out for the game.
I'm just like, dude, the shit that you would have had, like the shit that I had to deal with was just like it was ridiculous, bruh.
But
That's
I really
awesome.
did like the game.
It was
Story
almost offensive.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
you
sorry.
may-
Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
And then
no,
let's-
go, Joe. I was done here. Sorry.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
I was just trying to say, like, I just gave up after like chapter 3 of like Assassin's Creed 3 because of like after that I just couldn't play it anymore because of like it's just so tedious and it's just more of the same thing that I'm used to. And it's like that is something that you should not be associating with your game, like literally. Like,
Every Call of Duty campaign ever? Well, except for Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and Modern Warfare 2 is repetitive. Don't get me wrong.
But I mean, yeah, it's just like in none of the reviews, I never saw anything. Never saw anything about that. And again, the whole reason why I was checking this out in the first place is because I'm trying to make up my mind on whether or not I actually want to get this game. Now all of a sudden, I didn't know that the game had this many problems with it, and I'm just now finding out. So it's just, well, like, were you really about to try to hold all this from me? Like I wasn't gonna find out about it sooner or later? And then you sitting here, like, you
Matt,
sitting here
again, you have
praising
to
this
see.
game.
What company is it that made this game? Oh, wait. Ubisoft. So, I mean, you really should have your
Ubisoft.
standards too high.
I'm like, nah, man, because I know that Ubisoft can do better stuff than this.
pretty much.
Well, I mean, I guess, but after viewing a lot of the shit that they've been doing on Rainbow Six Siege, fucked up servers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That
So
most of
many
their
glitches.
multiplayer games, they really don't have to give a shit about because people gonna play them either way it goes.
Sadly
And
enough,
don't even
that's the truth. Yeah.
Don't even
Like,
get me started on For Honor.
Like Sal said once, fuck, I'm not, you know what, fuck this game. But then I spent real money on it, so.
Yeah, it's like the
I
only
gotta
way.
play it. Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. As much as I don't play For Honor, I will pop it in from time to time. But I already know that, if you expecting some quality gameplay and some balance, what the fuck are you
No.
playing this for?
Exactly.
Because they don't have a reason to give a shit anymore.
All I have to say
But
is,
I mean,
like,
but again, no. The whole problem is that there's all these problems with these games, and I never see any of this shit in any magazine or any reports outside of the Game and Illuminati reviews. Other than that, no, they don't tell you shit. That's the reason why I can very confidently say that gaming journalists aren't actual gamers.
this is why I actually
I'm-
look into a game and I actually see what I'm going to get. Like
Exactly.
something
I'm like
Shadow of War.
I'm like you, Devin. It's like before I buy the game, I want to see gameplay of it. I want to see if it's going to be repetitive or not. Fucking annoying as hell.
Exactly. I want to
extensive
see if
research,
it's
like-
something. I want
And
to see if
also,
it's something that I can actually enjoy.
Exactly.
And also, I'm kind of glad that I'm one of the types that don't really get too attached to certain games, because I can see, like, when things do things well, I can see that. When things fuck up, I can see that too.
Like,
I'm gonna be
you know
honest
what?
with you. Again, my whole thing about DMC is that I can't fully understand these people that you know, just dislike this character for the sake of disliking this character. I mean, I can understand you don't like the character model, but is that really something to dislike the entire game for? I mean,
Just plays off.
again, let's be honest. You know, if he was a dick, he wasn't always the same person that he always was. All right, there was some growth somewhere, but that's a can of worms that I'm gonna open up on another day.
Yeah, I think we talked about this in the podcast. So if you were
Pretty
to
much.
check that out, YouTube channels, the guy who said
Sure, if you got the video posted.
man, they can. I'm pretty sure we're the first one to check that, right? Someone double check that for me.
But I mean, yeah, it's just Cause okay, let's see. Oh, especially like this is the biggest one that I can come up with. That's the most recent. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh
I
my
can
god.
understand.
Me-
Like no, the whole problem that I have with it is that the way people are treating this game, it's going to that whole series is going to end up going the way Dead Space did. Everybody bitch moaned and complained about how terrible the game was, instead of saying that okay, it presents some really good mechanics, but it needed some refinement. We're gonna give y'all another chance to get this shit straight. After that, then we're gonna have to let y'all go. No, everybody just instantly fucking shit all over the game as hard as they possibly could.
Matt, what do you mean by that? By the Dead Space?
Like, no, that's what happened. That's what happened to the Dead Space franchise. Dead Space
first
3
two
wasn't
get-
supposed to. Dead Space
Oh,
3
you're
was
talking about
not
the
actually.
okay.
Yeah, Dead Space
Yeah.
3 wasn't supposed to be the last game, actually.
Well, I know that.
It was
No,
supposed-
from the cliffhanger ending on the DLC for Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it wasn't supposed to be the last game, but the problem was
the nail
that
on the coffin.
everybody complained that the game had too much action in it, wasn't enough horror, blah blah blah. Instead of giving the company another chance to get their shit straight, EA just said, "Bruh, at this point, these people aren't even gonna find if we do make another one and we go back and fix this stuff, it's still a financial gamble, so we're not even gonna invest the money into it." So they just shut all that down. So you'll never find out the end of that story.
Yeah, but that's EA.
And-
Not show of all their companies. All their stuff. It doesn't make enough money.
But no,
Getting that.
But no, I'm saying though, because EA has a hand in Mass Effect Andromeda as well. So
all I have to
again,
say is,
the whole thing is that okay, yes, we all know the game had a lot of problems from its half of its production staff being removed in the middle of making the game to go work on something else. The
Wait, are you
story,
serious?
yeah, they ended
What
up
the
having
fuck?
they ended up having to switch engines midway through the production, so the facial animations they had already had that were pre-rendered, they ended up having to change all that, fucked up all the facial animations, added all these brand new points of motion in the faces, and it just came off as being bizarre. That's the reason why there's so many programming errors that caused everything to look so wrong. Like, okay, let's take in the first trailer.
Wait, Matt, wait. Can I ask
backwards?
what game they were switched to? The development team? Because that's
Yeah.
bullshit. What the fuck?
They got switched to another game called Anthem. That's the reason why I always keep saying to everybody, Anthem better be the greatest fucking game that
That's fucking bullshit.
that
What?
BioWare ever makes in order to justify what they did to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh my
all,
god.
That's part
all
of,
I have to say
that's
is,
part of, again, and I feel like the problem is that people tend to ignore that part way too damn much and just complain about the game itself, not everything else surrounding it. Because
I believe the
again,
game
like I
has
said,
potential,
Mass
man.
Effect Andromeda so far has actually, in terms of gameplay, had to be the most fun Mass Effect game that has been made thus far. Story-wise, it has a lot of fucking problems. There's a lot of pratfalls and there's a bunch of issues with the game regarding everything else. But that combat, the big significant part of the game, that shit was on point.
All
Now,
I have
the whole thing is that I don't want the Mass Effect series to end just because everybody had to go get butthurt and bitch and complain about this one game not being as good as the rest of them. I was just like, come on, bruh. That's like comparing an 8-year-old to a fucking 20-year-old. Or no. I shouldn't say that. No, you comparing two different companies, one which had their shit together and it stayed together, and one which tried to get their stuff together and a whole bunch of shit got changed midway through the production. And because the game had been delayed so many times, they were forced to give us something that was basically incomplete. I was just like, no, let's not end this entire series just because of this one thing. Take into consideration everything about it, not just this one particular detail. Because the moment you do that, you can take a fantastic game series that have made one misstep and fuck that whole series up to the point that it no longer exists. I mean, hell, if you want to point to evidence of how that works, let's take a look at Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 6, no, everybody was complaining about how cinematic action movie they tried to make it, and they returned to straight up horror roots and gave us Outlast Resident Evil Edition, and guess what? Big fucking hit.
Yeah, you got a point there. That is true. Give this gaming company a chance. Just because they fuck up once doesn't mean, hey, what the fuck? Fuck you.
The only company that I will ever say that don't need to get that chance is whatever
343 Industries.
No. Whatever company it was that made No Man's Lie.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Are we
I mean,
going down that path?
And then also here's the other thing. As many people got gypped with No Man's Lie, as many people that deserve that shit. And let me explain to you multiple reasons why.
Because
I said that
about it being the best thing ever for
no
reason.
No. Well, yeah, that is one of the reasons. But no, let me give you a few red flags. All right. Let's see. Okay. They said this whole game was supposed to be multiplayer. Nigga, didn't you say all this shit was supposed to be infinitely expanding? How the fuck is all this shit gonna work on one server? So, red flag right there. 2. Did this nigga just say procedurally generated, but I saw a trailer that looks that good? I call bullshit, because procedurally generated don't look that good.
All I have to say is...
good fucking amount of money into that shit.
And then...
Wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No. There's 3.
Hold on, Matt. Hold on. It's because Devin's been wanting to say something, but
But no,
he hasn't had time.
But let me get to the last one. And number 3 is the biggest one out of all of them. How did nobody play that fucking game until its release? Nobody but the staff and the production company touched that game before release. They didn't even have a working demo available at any E3. You telling me you couldn't have just handcrafted the world and let people play through that just to give them the illusion? No, they literally sat there and lied to your face and gave you the evidence they were lying, and you still bought it. You deserve that.
I feel like I'm getting flashbacks. It sounds like... Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Go.
Alright, yeah. All I have to say is Anthem better be good, because I do not want it to end up like Mass Effect and Andromeda, because after playing Mass Effect Andromeda for a whole entire week, I ended up taking it back, because it just couldn't keep my attention anymore.
Gosh, you guys described Mass Andromeda, Mass Effect just really fucking bad. Is it that bad? Holy shit!
The whole problem is that you didn't have the same production company working on the game that presented the last few Mass Effect, so it's a different skill set. You might not have the same.
Another Dead Space 3, in other words, right?
Basically. Because the thing was that the writer for the original Mass Effect series didn't even come into the production company until basically the end of the life cycle. So they had already went through everything. If they had had that the story probably would have been much better. If you had any part of the original BioWare company that worked on the originals in this one, probably would have had the game. Probably would have came out with a much better quality. And the thing was that you switched the engines midway through the production of the damn game, and that tends to fuck up quite a few things. But again, Mass Effect Andromeda is another one of those reasons why I can say that gaming journalists aren't really, gamers. Because
at all.
I'm like honest to God, if you gonna judge and review the game, judge everything surrounding it, not just the thing itself, because that can kind of turn the tides to how things seem.
I'm sorry though. Every single game that comes out nowadays, I kind of like cringe and it's like hope it's for the best. Because like I'm seeing most of these game trailers and it's like I'm saying like I hope that none of these get canceled like last year because we haven't gotten another like Naughty Dog announcement for Last of Us 2. We haven't gotten
Well,
any news from Square
Devin,
Enix
there is a
from
game to look
Final
forward to.
well,
I don't know
no,
if
there-
I don't know if you've seen
like,
it lately. Of course you have, but
If I
Red Dead
remember-
Redemption 2, fucking A,
Just
man.
got
I'm
its
looking forward to
trailer.
that.
Yeah.
That's promising.
Yeah, and see,
Yeah,
the thing is
that's
that I know I can put faith in Rockstar because this is the type of shit they do on a regular basis.
Okay, hold on, Matt. Now, before you go on about Rockstar, I'm kind of losing faith from them because ever since they've seen the success of GTA Online, they said that they're primarily going to be, how do I say this? Primarily going to be focusing on the online aspect of Red Dead Redemption 2, which is, I don't want that. I loved it when they were focusing on just single player. Fuck the online features. I mean, cool, yeah, if you can do it, but you guys kind of fucked up with GTA 5.
I'm gonna be like, look, I'm gonna be real. Like, to be real with you, a lot of the times when you hear people saying that shit, they very quickly come to realize that like, who the fuck plays Red Dead Redemption for multiplayer?
I played the multiplayer. It was cool just to mess around with, but man, the story was
just-
the main
yeah.
concept for me.
Yeah,
get
that
shit
was
outta
the
here.
main part. Like, that was the main part about it. Yeah, they say they gonna focus a little bit more on the multiplayer, but no, the fuck they're not. No, the fuck they are not.
You don't want to ride
The
around
AKs
in the dirty ass Wild West with your busty wenches.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, it would be cool to roll through the Wild West with the niggas. Cool. But the thing is that I don't have to. I can still talk to everybody in a party chat and whatnot, but I don't need that to be the main part of my game. That's part of the reason why I don't play Call of Duty or any other game that revolves solely around multiplayer, because I don't particularly like multiplayer.
Alright, but can we get back on track on what I was trying to say earlier, that I have not seen any new game footage from any other production since last year's E3, and
Well,
that is very concerning.
Actually,
Like,
to mitigate that, I believe Sony has a press conference in Paris at the end of this month,
Oh shit.
where I believe it, like, I know that they're slated to announce, like, they're slated to bring out some brand new trailers for multiple different games. What, I don't know of so far because the list hasn't been published, but it is supposed to go on to a live stream.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I think
But
it's
it's
like
what-
it's the Sony Parents Games Con or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
But the one thing that just grinds my gears is the fact that when a gaming company announces a title, they are supposed to keep in touch with their fan base to let them know when the title will be either coming out, releasing, or still in production.
Like, look. Let's be honest. If you do that, that can also present a problem itself. Take a look at Ubisoft with Watch Dogs. They
Oh,
hyped the
man.
shit out that fucking game, and when it finally dropped, it wasn't what everybody was expecting it to be, and everybody kept wanting to shit on the game when it wasn't trash, it was just disappointing. So I can feel you on the idea that you do want, a little bit of tidbit that the shit's being worked on here and there, but honestly, just flooding the airways with as many trailers as you possibly can lead to some major problems. Kind of like with Mass Effect Andromeda. From what we saw, everything was working smooth, everything was working nice, everything looked sweet as fuck. Then we finally got the game, and let's not forget that they've been hyping up Mass Effect Andromeda for quite some time. So everybody was ready to fucking burst when they got the game. Boom, big letdown.
Also, Devin just dropped halfway through that, so
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back, but still.
Well, that was weird. I just got lagged out for some strange reason.
because AJ's downloading the Anal Butt Slugs 15 on your
Oh no, that's me. Sorry.
Damn, you're stealing his Wi-Fi, man, Anthony? You're good.
Damn.
Trust me. I've been
But
called
yeah,
on.
nah. It's just, having the idea that, the company is still working on the game, that's completely fine and good. But, to just drop trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer, all you just basically do is putting fucking powder on a bomb and you're lighting the fucking fuse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was destined to fail from the beginning.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, like, no, cause like, honest to God, if we gonna do anything like that, okay, let's take a look at what would happen if Kingdom Hearts 3 somehow flopped. Could you imagine the fucking shit the shitstorm that would go down in the gaming community if that actually happened?
I said we riot.
Like,
Yeah,
fam, you know,
right,
like,
they mitigated by saying, in the last few years, no, we weren't working on it for 15 fucking years. It's only recently getting developed.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they did say that, but I'm just saying, imagine if, that was the case and they kept flooding the airways with trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer, and the game finally releases and it's terrible. Not only is that very heavily going to negatively impact the company, but it's also going to negatively impact people's trust in the game company itself. Hell, dude, if Atlas fucked up Persona 5, holy shit, nigga, I was going to goddamn war.
Especially like in the last few years, you only got like the Persona 4 like spin-off games. That'd be terrible.
Exactly. And then all I got was a bunch of teasers and then flooded with trailer after trailer after trailer, only to find out that the game flops big time. Dude, no. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, I understand tidbits of information here and there. That's good, but I'm gonna say I kind of like the way Sony does this with not releasing so many trailers all at one time and waiting for really big gaming conferences. Some place where the trailers will actually have some sort of impact. Cause, it'd be like trying to release trailers for any of the 2K games.
You mean what they do at E3?
Exactly. Yeah, we already know you're working on it. Shut the fuck up.
You get it. You're making Madden.
Like, we get it. We get it. You're adding a new coat of paint to the same shit. You don't give a fuck anymore.
But the
Now,
do, because the only thing they're good at is playing virtual video games for the sport that they can play with.
exactly. Now, the only time that I would say that EA would have me going nuts is if they let loose Skate 4.
Yeah. Well, that's the big problem with EA. Once they force the company to conform to their ideals, with Dead Space 3, and they realize, our ideals are bad, but it's not our fault. It's the game developers' fault. Cut the studio.
Oh, hell no. That ain't the case.
I'm like, hell,
Yeah, that's not the case.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's more or less what happened. Oh, this shit might not this might not make a return investment for us. Nope. Fuck it.
Yeah, it wasn't our ideas that caused it. It's because the game studio wasn't good enough.
Oh, that is such bullshit because they have the budget for it.
Why do you think every series, every studio that comes through their doors gets shut down in a few years?
Because the way EA runs their shit is DLC pack, add-ons, microtransactions, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna wring the shit out of this goddamn game. Let's try to make this game so that it appeals to everyone. Let's make it appeal to the widest demographic and completely ignore the fan base that made this game as big as it is. And it's dead.
Can you?
It's a good thing they're not pulling a Sega.
No, but can you imagine if it had been EA that had bought out Atlas? What they would have done for Persona 5?
Oh my god, bruh, that shit makes my stomach feels queasy now. I don't even want to think about that. Oh my god, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even imagine how the fuck the game would play.
It's a third-person shooter. Instead of shadow fights, you just shoot it with a gun.
Oh my god,
And
really?
you have to
Like they
buy
just Tom Clancy the shit out of it.
You have to buy DLC to unlock the personas.
Pretty much. Because, let's take a look at what the fuck they did to Star Wars. Now, I know for damn sure that DICE knows how to make a damn good game. Although I will admit, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, they just made that open world for the sake of making it open world, but that still doesn't mean that the game wasn't all that damn good. Because after Mirror's Edge itself, one of the greatest games to ever be on the last gen consoles, I know DICE knows what the fuck they're doing. And especially after the Battlefield series, yeah, they know how to make their games. Then
Yeah,
EA
well,
comes in.
that's-
EA comes in with Star Wars. Hey, make a Battlefield game based around this, but make it so that it can appeal to everyone, that everyone can play. And they casualize the shit out the damn game to the point where it is just watered down as fuck.
That's the whole reason I didn't buy freaking Battlefield or Star Wars Battlefront. I played the beta and I knew automatically this is gonna get really tedious really quick.
I'm like, nah, fam. From the beta, I knew. Yeah, they didn't casualize the fuck out this goddamn game because I'm sitting here dropping like 50 kills per game.
Kind of wish it was like Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Now that was that was fucking fun. If you didn't enjoy yourself in that game, you don't know what fun is. Go
Oh, you were
recheck
shit.
yourself.
That's all it was. You were bad at video games.
And let's see, did EA have anything to do with Star Wars with the original Battlefront 2?
I don't believe.
Thankfully,
so.
no. Oh wait,
Okay.
they did. Shutting down the servers. Not messing around.
Okay,
Who
so
was the
does
publisher,
that not
Matt?
prove
You
my?
could look that up for me.
It was
Okay,
what?
let's see.
Who
It was
the publisher?
LucasArts
No,
and
I mean, they
like,
developed it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, did LucasArts?
hey, Tal.
Yeah.
Do you still have what's his name on Skype?
Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I called him earlier. He didn't answer.
He's on right now.
All right, I'm adding him to the call.
Okay, let's see. Star Wars Battlefront 2
And it was
2005.
LucasArts, and I don't remember the other company that made it.
Hold up.
It was with the
Checking it out
gas
now.
mask.
It was Rebellion. That Rebellion Software, something like that.
Checking it now.
Another company that EA shut down. Unless I
Okay,
think-
let's see.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Developer Pandemic and LucasArts.
Okay, who published it?
Let's see. Developer Pandemic, publisher LucasArts.
Big is happening up here.
Back when
So,
LucasArts
again,
was video games.
What in the name
EA had nothing to do with that one, and it turned it out. And how did it turn out? Fucking fantastic. EA gets the hands on a new one. Gouge the
Instead
shit
of
out
making-
of them.
you see this
I blame,
space stuff,
Disney for
let's
that
get
shit.
rid of it, but it's Star Wars. Yeah. Just put wars. We don't want any of the star business.
I mean, most people complain, that the Call of Duty series has gotten off base, and we had to bring the battles. We had to bring,
World War.
yeah. What the fuck was the name of that game? I've completely forgotten the damn name of it already.
Battlefield?
Yeah, Battlefield 4. We had to bring that back to World War II. So I'm pretty sure people like boots on the ground combat more than they like, more than they like anything that makes the series iconic. So we're just gonna go
Yeah,
with that.
look at
Thing that
Black
we-
Ops 1 Advanced
I
Warfare.
mean,
and
you know,
Warfare.
we're gonna change this completely from the thing that makes this series what it is, and why the fans of this series love it, and why this game is popular in the first place.
Nope,
fuck
fuck
all
that.
that.
We're adding in
You're
all
gonna
out.
do- You know what? Fuck that. We're gonna make it so that this game can appeal to everyone, so that kids and parents alike can play it. Everybody can get into it. Blah 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 blah. We're
Bunch
just
of
gonna,
fucking filthy casuals.
basically, we're just gonna make this game so accessible to everyone that it's mind-numbingly dull.
Hey, I don't
And-
know if you
and
guys
they-
remember, there was a
and they-
Star Wars
guess what?
Battlefront game for the PS,
The PS.
fuck, the PSP. I like the concept of it where you could have ground battles, but if you got into a ship, you could go into space and start a galactic warfare right there. That was fucking cool. Like, why did they implement that into the game? You know
Again,
how
it's
awesome that
fucking
would have been?
Again, it's EA. They have no idea what made that game popular in the first place.
Yeah.
And so, of course, what did they try to do? They tried to make it like another one of their game series that's super popular amongst people. And guess what? In ignoring the fan base that made the damn game as popular as it was, you basically just made sure that this shit wasn't as good as it could have been. Now all of a sudden, the only reason why anybody could consider the new Battlefront 2 any sort of decent is because they had enough time to get their asses fucking filleted by people who complained about the original.
Oh, you're about to get filleted, croc tooth for bright eyes.
So, yeah, if we're gonna be honest, the best thing to do is just let companies do whatever the fuck it is they want to. Because I mean, if we gonna talk about shit like this, let's talk about what Activision did to Halo.
Oh
Jesus
god.
Christ.
No. It was one of the I believe it was Halo 4 in the multiplayer. They just decided to adjust the fuck out of that to the point that it basically played like Call
That
of
actually
Duty.
wasn't Bungie. That was 343 Industries.
Yeah, because Bungie went on to make Destiny.
Yeah, that's when they sold
I
off
didn't
the
say
rights
I
to,
didn't say that was Bungie, now did I? I said that was Activision because Activision
No, you know
had
you're right.
at
You're
the
right.
time.
I heard you say Bungie.
It was
Well,
something
okay,
that we-
now, of course you give these games shit, but, you know, I also like to give credit where it's due. Star Wars Battlefront Part 1 had freaking amazing sound, not to mention graphics. The way it could handle everything.
I'm like, yeah, that's
It's
nice and all, but who the fuck gives a shit how shiny a turd is?
Yeah, okay, again, I'm just saying give credit where it's due. I'm not saying fucking praise the game.
Well, yeah, we can give credit, except all the sounds and stuff is Star Wars is so iconic. There's no real way for you to fuck that up design-wise.
Hey, Sal, he says he's not getting it. Sorry.
I mean, like, yeah, honest to God, like, dude, if they had managed to fuck that up, literally, I'm pretty sure people would have just straight up burnt down every EA office they could get their hands on.
Anthony says he's offline.
So if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, that's pretty much how that shit turned out. But no. Wait, where the fuck were we even going with that conversation? I forgot.
We were just shitting on EA because they're a shitty publishing company.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
Google
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, and how and how they always love to display trailer after trailer and hype the damn games up. But yeah, nah.
I seen a picture once that showed like a picture of two groups. One of them was a big ass group. It said trailer team, and then it said actual game or game development team, which is like small ass group.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, it's all like for EA, it's all in the marketing. Like let's be real. I love the fact that they always try to hype up every single one of their 2K games. What the fuck is the point of adding a story mode to a damn basketball game? Explain that shit to me. Like nigga, do you for real gotta make a story about a nigga bouncing a damn ball? For real?
This time.
The saddest part is
fucking microtransactions in a 2K game. Really, man?
like, exactly. What the fuck was the point of this? And the people who play these games are so fucking addicted to them. They're so damn simplistic that they will keep buying the same thing over and over again.
My cousin. I'm serious. Every year a new 2K that comes out, he's right there to buy it.
I'm just sitting there looking like, how fucking many times can they make the same game over and over and over and over again before you realize they are just robbing your dumb ass?
Sal, who are you calling? Sorry, like the user.
Pale Wolf. Is that not? Did
Oh.
change it?
Okay, yeah, no, he's on that one.
I'm just like, at this point, all you gotta do is make an NBA 2K. Every time there's a change in the actual NBA, just patch the game and make some updates. If it starts maybe to get too big, okay, then I can understand making a new one. If you want to like adding in some control changes and stuff like that, okay, I can understand making a new one. But just to keep making the same game year after year after year, nigga, like they are robbing your asses blind.
Hey, speaking of 2K, do you think
$60
there's
to buy the same thing you had last year?
Yeah, speaking of 2K, do you think there's a chance for another Bioshock? I mean, it's been quite a while since they've released the last Bioshock. I'm just saying. I don't know if that was supposed to be the last one in the series.
Nah,
not.
probably won't happen.
Unless you know they're owned by EA, then no.
Well.
Unless they have like Booker DeWitt's twin brother show up and like hunt down Elizabeth.
I'm like, no, because the thing is that there are plenty conceptual ideas that you can use for a Bioshock game. It's just, does the company even exist anymore?
Yeah, because who was it that
Probably
made it?
not.
Who developed it in that?
For part 1, it was 2K. I don't remember the 2K company. And then for part 2, it was another company that was involved in making it.
If it's the 2K company, that's EA.
Yeah, they're probably gone.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
there goes that.
Franchise.
Yeah.
There goes that franchise.
No, dream. Dream dev. It's a dream.
Stop, they're already dead.
I mean, here, wait. Who was it that owned Scalebound?
The guy who made Devil May Cry.
But I mean, like the company that it was under.
Wasn't it like a three-way development team? Like the three different companies?
Hang on a second, let me look that up real quick.
Someone Google it, please.
Okay, let's see. Release canceled.
What a damn.
Okay, let's see. I'm sitting here. I see Platinum Games and Microsoft Studios. Yeah, so Platinum Games and Microsoft Studios.
Yep, pretty much. Though I really hope that PlayStation gets the rights to make it on their platform because
They probably are not. They're like, I don't know. It depends.
If Microsoft was a publisher, they probably had the license to begin with. Because like
God damn it.
Platinum Games had probably come to Microsoft. It's like, hey, here's this idea. Okay, we'll pay it, but you know we own the license.
The game was designed, you know, Platinum also consulted Microsoft's user research labs to ensure that the game would suit the taste of a broad audience. Developed by Platinum, blah blah blah. However, they decided to add that later on because they wanted increased player participation in the game in order to tackle the problem of having two lead characters in the game. They focus on the story on Drew and the gameplay on Tubin, blah, blah, blah. As a result, Tubin can be customized extensively while Drew cannot. Instead of the dragon, Platinum originally hoped to feature dinosaurs in the game, blah blah blah.
Ooh, dinosaurs?
That would have been just cool.
This pirate gray is
It's the dinosaurs.
Machines
Oh my
are-
God.
What
the
fuck?
Thanks, Sammy.
At least some good news about all this, you know, it's making companies realize that publishers are fucking worthless.
Pretty much.
More or less.
So you know,
If they're actually paying attention to it. But honest to God though, I do also hope that means that people are willing to wake the fuck up when they're getting robbed. Because if Destiny 1 proved anything to me, is that people will sink money into anything if they're addicted enough to it.
Especially if it's
game I regret
repetitive.
buying.
shit.
Fucking Destiny.
Cause I'm just like I love the fact anytime I ever get into an argument with anybody about why Destiny is a shit game. Well, not shit. Well, yeah, shit. Because the gameplay was actually kind of fun, but the business aspect of the game is what fucked it up entirely. And the reason why I say that is because for any game that should ever be made, it should not be mandatory for you to have this DLC in order to play the game.
Wait, Destiny 1 actually made it mandatory to have a
actually
fucking
get the
DLC?
story, you had to play the DLC.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for the story, yeah. No, I already know that
not
shit.
even for the not even for the story. But now at this point, in order to play Destiny 1, you actually have to have all of the DLCs.
Wow, that's actually really fucked up.
It's not, you can't just go and play vanilla Destiny anymore. So they made you pay $60 for the game. If you didn't get the season pass, to go along with that, you had to pay for 2 other DLCs and 2 more expansions.
That's nice.
And
Agreed,
let's see.
everybody.
The DLCs by themselves were the 2 DLCs were $20 and the expansions were $40. So just think about that for a minute. If you started with Destiny Vanilla, you had to pay basically $40 to get the first 2 DLCs, plus another $240 for both of these expansions.
God, I can
So
feel
what?
Sal's judgmental fucking
So
eyes
that's
on
a
me.
whole nother $116 right there. On top, like a whole nother $160 right there, along with the initial $60 you spent buying the game.
I'm just gonna put this out here, like literally, I saw this earlier today,
And I'm still
I think you
and,
can.
yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Alright, I just wanted to get this out here. I saw some gameplay today on a certain game that I want, and I just wanted to share it all with you on the in-game engine and what it looks like. Alright.
Oh,
But yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Yep.
Alright.
That
I'm
is
gonna check this out.
another game. That
But,
is another
yeah.
game I'm looking forward to.
But yeah, if you bought the original Destiny, then yeah, you are now you basically paid $160. Well, no, more than that to play the same game that people play now with just paying $60. I mean, you know,
God.
even though
Sal,
you know,
please shut up.
I mean, you know, but
My only
but the
problem was when everyone was overhyping it, and I tried to tell you not to feel be disappointed.
and then see the worst part is that if you just now started playing Destiny 1, you are fucked because nobody's playing the game.
I'll be right back.
But here's the thing,
That's the thing about it.
Bungie had their time, they had their chance, and like ever since they
Yeah,
got
they
paired
did have
up
a
with
chance. But the
Activision,
problem was that Microsoft decided, hey, fuck you, we're gonna take this shit.
especially when Activision says like they're either gonna go back to the same thing that Destiny 1 happened. It's like, didn't you all you guys never learned anything from the first Destiny? I mean, sure, you took in some advice though, just to keep up appearances, like just to keep its core gameplay intact, but still like keep the same like formula, only adding new things like slight NPCs and slight adjustments to story.
Like,
Those are
honest
still
to God,
things.
like no, honest to God, even though like I will say, yeah, there are slight improvements, but you know, even the smallest stuff can make the biggest impact. Honest to God, one of the reasons why one of the biggest problems I had with the original Destiny, there was no fucking story.
Pretty much.
It wasn't until Taken King that a story got involved. All the rest of it was basically just lore building.
Yep.
At least in Destiny 2, I have a solid reason as to why I feel I need to finish this game.
If you
And
ask me,
that's
this
not
is what,
and you know, that's not locked behind a paywall.
if you ask me, this is what Destiny 1 should have been.
Yeah. Let's see, the RNG is definitely far better than it was in the last game. I'm not playing as my warlock and getting Titan gear.
I don't know about that, because, well, I understand that because I wasn't there for the beginning of Destiny 1, like, especially for, like, week 1, when I heard that everyone kept getting green instead of, like, legendary or, like, blue engrams, they just kept getting green. Like, I can tell how, like, effed up that must have been.
Exactly. Let's also not forget the fact that, you know, legendary stuff is now dropping plenty once you get to the end of the game, and you don't have to you will have to put in some work to get to the higher level stuff, but you know, you ain't got to work your ass off for days and weeks on end for a chance to get a purple.
Yeah. I mean, at least with certain RPGs, you know that you're gonna get it at the end. There was like when you basically grind all that hours just to get the one item that you didn't want it, though it's just as good, though it's not the one you wanted, it kind of like doesn't have that same effect. Because like, it's not what you wanted. So it's like with Destiny 2's loot drops fixed, at least now you have the better chance of getting it.
I'm just like, there's so much crap in that game that, honest to God, I sometimes get confused on what it is that what it is I want to use, and I would not say at all that is a bad thing. The fact that there is that much variety in what you can get makes a very big difference.
Well, at least it's better than Destiny 1, where it's like you play Vault of Glass and you get shit gear.
Oh man, I think one of the things I hated from Halo 5 was and I'm just throwing this one out, is that bullshit supply drop shit, or fuck, what is it called?
Oh yeah, and let's not forget how every FPS is relying on that shit now.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, actually,
You know what?
believe it or not, Ubisoft did something good. And yeah, I know Ubisoft doing something good with supply drops. That doesn't sound too swell. Well,
Clearly,
they did it for
Infinity
Rainbow
was
Six
brainwashed.
Siege. They did it. Wait. They did it with Rainbow Six Siege. Now you don't buy this shit with actual money. You buy it with in-game currency, which can take a while to get. But it's all the shit you can already buy. It's not just shit that you can't buy in the game. It's shit that you can buy, that's available to you. It's just you go ahead and buy one of these, and you might have a chance of getting something for cheap, something that you couldn't get, because it was more expensive. Which I like. They don't make it mandatory just to get some cool gear.
Yeah, kind of like how what Blizzard did with Overwatch. You don't at all have to buy any of these crates. You can just play the game and get them. That sort of stuff, I completely condone. And
I think it's
also,
where you can give us all the money in your wallets.
Okay, so I don't know.
Because here's my problem with microtransactions. With microtransactions in free-to-play games, that's how they're making their money to keep this thing afloat. I don't mind that. But if I'm paying $60 for this fucking game, and it's this goddamn difficult for me to unlock anything, why is that? I already paid $60. Why is it so goddamn difficult? Why does it take so goddamn long for me to get anything in this game? If that's the case, now you're making it into a free-to-play. Now you are making me pay for a free-to-play game.
For Honor.
We're late. We were not to do
For Honor.
lives.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, I had something in my throat.
Like, For Honor, most definitely. And, people got on Ubisoft for that shit. It takes $700 to get enough, just to get enough whatever in-game currency to buy all the gear in the game. $700? Really, nigga? I could buy that, nigga. That's a car note payment right there.
Like, literally.
That's bill money right there.
Anthony, you want to
That's
play Grand Theft Auto Online for us?
Oh well, man, Grand Theft Auto Online was manageable with the amount of things they had. Like the pricing was fine, but now they made it to the point where you literally have to grind for fucking weeks just to get everything in one DLC. Dude, that's too much. They're just basically telling you, hey, buy some in-game currency with some actual money. You won't regret it. Yeah, I fucking will.
Like, no, that's kind of my issue with Warframe. I mean, yeah, I can play the game and get the materials I need to make this stuff, but nigga, I gotta spend a fucking month and a half doing it. Cause it's not even like, cause some of those items, it's not even like there's a guaranteed chance you're gonna get the shit. It's all percentage based. You might not even get what it is you're looking for.
Not to mention, there's also the fact that microtransactions has a funny way of fucking people over, especially in Mass Effect 3, when it's like, whenever I bought like those like hero packs for like Mass Effect, and I ended up getting something entirely different. Like, for instance, I wanted to get an N7 Slayer, so I grinded packs, and I ended up getting common, which came from legendary packs. And the only thing I
like
got
I
was
said, that like
Call of Duty
again,
supply drops, man.
that's what I mean by making these. That's what I mean by making this shit free to like. I shouldn't say free to play. I should say free to pay, more like it.
It's what Jim Sterling basically said. It's fee to pay. You have a fee and then keep on paying it.
Exactly. Like, dude, I'm paying money to this shit like it's a subscription based MMO. Why?
I mean, it's like you don't play it anymore.
I should not have to do that. You are turning this fully paid game into a free to play model.
Okay, wait. Okay, now
like Warframe again, I can't fault it because it's a free to play game. But the thing is that it's like, what was it like? What was that game that was constantly getting, like that phone game that was constantly getting advertised?
Final Fantasy.
No, not that.
Dungeon Keeper.
No.
No,
He's talking about the one with Arnold, right?
No,
the
no,
Angel
not that
one.
one.
End of the battle.
Like no,
Clash
this
Clans?
game, like no, this game is old as shit. Like it's like the first, like it's you know
Candy
it was
Crush?
the
No, not Candy Crush.
no, it was the instance where you know basically the whole free to play model was being abused to shit.
They were wearing what we call phase-on enhancement
The
devices.
only example I
or
can think of is Dungeon
PEDs.
Keeper, because that was like, oh, you have to spend like several hours to get one room cleared out, or you
We
could just
integrated
spend
the
like
same phase-on enhancement
couple
device.
bucks.
Ass load, you know, ass loads of money. Yeah.
money to make any sort
But
of
like that whole thing there. I feel like Warframe has that problem. Like, okay, yeah, I understand that you want us to be patient, you know, so the shit pays off about how we get the victory in the end, but goddamn, at least if you gonna make me do this shit, I should have a if you gonna make me go through all the effort of playing this game in a certain mode so many times, I should have a guaranteed chance to get something instead of having to work and try for days, weeks, and months on end and still not get it.
It's funny that we bring up old games because Fire Emblem Heroes actually does that, where you don't get a level 5 a 5-star champion in a certain role, it'll steadily increase your chances of getting your next consistent role. So like, let's say you have like a 10% chance on default, if you don't get it with your first 5, it'll increase to like 15%, then 20, etc., etc.
Over the past month, we've learned the hard
Okay, so I gotta ask, how do you guys feel about? I know you guys have heard or seen of this concept. When you actually do buy DLC, but then you have to unlock the shit that's within the DLC. It's like, isn't it enough that I already pay for the DLC? Why don't I get the shit? Why do I have to unlock it? Like some of the items, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, then again, then everyone would be getting it early. Like, how would you feel if like there was like a legendary armor pack and it's like anyone from rank 1 can like equip this? Then everyone would be overpowered.
Yeah, you know what? I see your point there, Devin. You know what? You're right.
Here would be my point of view at it. It depends on what the item is. Because let's say it's the ultimate armor, you know, like, or the ultimate weapon in game or universe, and it's like, oh hey,
Hey, everybody,
let's
like,
look at,
yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's a weird example, but you know, one of the characters in story mode is the Monster Hunter character.
I'm not playing it.
Oh,
Still not playing.
she is broken as fuck.
That's not what we're discussing.
Indeed.
But you know, she's in the game. She's a story mode character, but you can't play her, and you have to buy her as DLC.
I was just saying this because of in Battlefield, I recently bought the recent DLC that came out for it just because I wanted a couple of the weapons that came out with it. But of course, I have to unlock the weapons first before I can actually start playing with them. And some of these challenges are a bit fucking ridiculous. Shoot down an airplane with a machine gun? Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to be able to do that.
Okay, now that I don't understand in a multiplayer-focused game.
Like yeah, just had like yeah, all of this is based on some damn near impossible challenge. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Or
It's
in
like-
previous,
it's
in
like-
Battlefield 4,
I'm
they
like,
had the
oh wait, and
MPX,
let's not
which
forget let's not forget what happens if you a completionist and you want to just max out your game score, get the
that's why I
platinum on the
fucking
multiplayer game.
desperately hate achievements
like,
that have
like,
or achievements that are online based. Like, come on, you know some of these people are never gonna get it. They're perfectionists.
No, a
I'm
better
like, my
example
dude-
of that. Do you remember Fable 2?
Nobody
No.
remembers Fable 2.
Okay, well here's the thing. Fable 2 had a achievement that revolved around you getting the chicken suit. To get the chicken suit, you had to go online to their website and play this little mini game and then connect it to your Xbox account. That website no longer exists.
So you can't get that trophy anymore. It's a bunch of trophies like that exist that you'll never be able to get again. They're
It's
no
basically
longer
a completionist
they're no longer
nightmare.
available. But I'm just
Like in
like,
Battle-
nah, man. But I'm like, nah, dude. I still remember, like, okay, you gotta play 25. Like, you have to win 25 ranked matches in a row.
Hell.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody
See,
has
Battlefield
those
4 did the same thing too because oh man, I wanted to get the M60 machine gun, but I needed to play a map that nobody ever fucking plays on. I mean, quite literally nobody. So I can't use it, or I can't get it. That's the one thing I hate about these challenges. They ask you to do things, or the DLCs that require you to complete certain things for the certain weapon that you want. You wasted money on it then if that was the case.
I mean,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Like I would like, cause the last game that the most recent game that I have that I actually managed to platinum was Tekken 7. And the reason why that's the most recent game that I platinum was because none of it revolved around win streaks online. Otherwise, I never would have been able to get that damn platinum. Cause let's see, Street Fighter 5. I was actually fairly decent at it, but I would have never been able to get the fucking platinum for that. And the reason why is because one of them involved you having to win fucking 100 straight ranked matches.
What the fuck?
Damn, good luck.
No, I take that back. No, it was only that you had to compete in 100 ranked matches. But the thing was that you had to go on, I think, like a 10 game perfect win streak. And the problem with that is that when you do that, if you are extremely good at the game, it only pairs you against players on your skill level. That being the case, there is plenty room for you to start losing matches. So you can kiss that damn dream goodbye.
No, plus wow. Fucking sell.
Yeah, just the thing my dad used to say all the time.
No, mine's too. That's why.
I'm just like, nah, man. Why are you making this game like? Okay, yeah. If you a completionist, this is your fucking nightmare. Any game that has fucking multiplayer achievements is always a fucking problem. Cause it's. I mean, I get it. You want me to have a reason to play this game, but nigga, don't give me some shit that's damn near impossible.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
S ranks in Armored Core 4. Fuck these missions.
Oh god.
Like,
So,
let me put it into
just-
like,
bit of perspective.
Like, dude, that would be the same thing as putting an achievement in a Dark Souls game. You can't die. Not even during the tutorial.
I'd say that'd be bullshit, but that's actually very possible after.
Hold on, guys, I'll be right back.
practice. Because despite what people say about, oh, it's the hardest game ever, it's more like a Mega Man game, really. Because once you get
Like,
the hang of it-
no. The reason why I say that is being insane is that, you know, you
yeah,
can't
it's
you
never
can't.
gonna be easy. Believe you me, but it is certainly possible. But God forbid.
I'm like, dude, and
insanity
then wait. God forbid somebody makes a. God forbid that one of those things had a fucking achievement for never getting hit by any.
Oh, we just lost Matt.
Oh wow, we just lost Matt indeed. What's up? I can totally buy that whole entire spiel, like literally. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, if it's for any game.
Okay, it looks like laptop died on me.
Oh no! Plug it in, hurry!
Yeah, my phone did the same thing earlier.
Ah, that's
Alright, so
But yeah, honest to God, this is
I'm
like,
back.
okay, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, like say you were playing like
Battlefield 1.
Alice Madness Returns, and the game has a trophy that stipulates that you only use the stereo mode once during a playthrough. What would happen if that trophy stipulated that you never use the stereo mode? But of course, there's one section of the game that you can't get through without using the stereo mode. Like it's absolutely mandatory to do.
You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active.
Oh shit, there was a tank.
yeah. Actively, Dick should, you know. something
honestly,
down.
I don't think anyone would even bother trying to complete that because it's like any game that has like a trophy that says you need to have this trophy and progress online in order to get this trophy. I was like, really?
Wait, let's
Like,
not
is it
forget
really
the
worth
trophies
it?
that only- Let's not forget the trophies that you can only get by playing with other people who already have the trophy.
Oh no!
Wait, that's an actual thing?
Yes.
That's stupid. That's literally stupid.
Remember when the concept of getting trophies and achievements was to prove your own skill as a player? Game developers.
No.
Exactly. It's just all about bragging rights, bragging rights, bragging rights. I got bragging rights. That's it. That's all it is.
Pretty much.
Sense. The
Like, fam, at this
Leviathan
point, anybody that tells me they got a platinum in anything, I don't even consider that to be bragging rights. Nigga, get on my level. When I got banned from Overwatch for 3 days for playing too well. That actually happened.
Oh no, I believe you. There are plenty of stories about people getting banned in Overwatch because they were just too good.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm not
Now
kidding.
that
I told you about
Damn.
I told you about how I spent all those weeks doing nothing but target tracking and headshot training with Hanzo, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went into like what 4 or 5 matches back to back, just dropping headshots left and right, just smoking out the enemy team. And then one day I try to log in. It was like, yo, you've been suspended for this amount of time for suspicious behavior. I mean, honestly, I probably could have just sent in something to like email Bungie about the whole thing, but I was feeling kind of lazy, so I just didn't. I mean, like, nah, man, if they had said that I got banned, like, you know, a perma ban, then I would have had some concerns going on because I paid $60 for this game. But I mean, it's just
And you were actually legitimate behavior, unlike those idiots who cheat and think, oh, I should be allowed to cheat. It's like, no, you fucking idiots.
I'm sorry, that's like LOL bad. That's like League of Legends bad. Like literally.
Oh no, believe me, everyone in the community hates people who cheat in League of Legends. That's like boosting is such a bullshit thing that they do.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
that's not. But like, wait, when you say boosting, that is
You pay someone to play on your account and they level you up to a certain rank. Believe me, everyone hates that shit in the league because all it means is you're gonna have a shitty teammate, you can't do shit with your rank, and you're gonna lose a lot of LP.
That's actually kind of funny.
It's funny for everyone watching, but for you're playing that shit and you're like in say silver 5 and your opponent playing with goddamn plastic 1, it's not fun.
Rainbow Six Siege,
really
I don't
isn't.
even know how I get paired up with these fucking gold scrubs. No offense to anybody listening out there. But seriously, man, you know who you are.
Because they're boosting.
I'm like, no, because I completely understand. I can completely understand that. Playing it, like, the thing, like, I still remember, I started playing Overwatch competitive, and after I finished my placement matches, I got dropped into the gold tier. Now, the thing is that through all these placement matches, if you had gold tier, that means you have to be on your shit. The thing was that I get placed on a team full of nothing but gold tiers, and we're going on, and the other team is mixed like gold, silver, and bronze. These dudes are fucking pushing our shit in. I'm just like, dude, are y'all afraid of the objective? What the hell is going on? Ain't y'all niggas gold? I'm the only person on the team playing with some competence, and I'm still getting my ass beat. Oh hell, let me go back to the one time that I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Oh man,
Was going in like, let's see, I think it was what? It was like it was the satellite keep away ball game bullshit, right?
yeah.
I was playing like the team that I was playing with. Oh my god, they were so fucking scared to score anything, right? I'm like, fam, I'm sitting here hauling ass. I got this goddamn satellite. I'm moving towards the point. I'm chucking this bitch, trick shotting the fuck out of it, bouncing it off walls and shit, making scores. Slam dunk, slam dunk, slam dunk. I'm like, yeah.
I literally hate
like my
players who just
like they got that damn ball, they threw that bitch as fast as they fucking could, like they were scared of it.
Man, I get you, man.
And then wait, the other team, these niggas is like a fucking grease. These niggas a well-oiled grease machine. I'm sitting here looking at this like, is this a pro team? What the fuck? Next thing I know, I get a message from one of those guys on that team. Yo, you ain't black, you ain't bad. Want to come play with us? Fuck yeah.
Actually, I got that quite a few times on Rainbow Six Siege, where Well, a few times out of the many times I got called a fucking scrub because I was trying a little too hard, which I will admit, I'm trying to win the game, but I get called a sweaty tryhard by dudes I was doing better than. Yeah, exactly. Shitty players who don't even have the right to talk.
Alright, but before anyone starts, I just have to say this one thing, Matt. I feel you, man, because I've had that thing where it's like I join like For Honor, and it's like there are these players that I'm paired up with who either don't know what they're doing, they keep making mistakes, they keep Leroy Jenkins, or they're too afraid to even move their position.
Like, yeah, that right there is part of the reason why I stopped playing MOBAs altogether.
Yeah, because like when they have people who are like afraid to even make a move, then that shows that there's something wrong with your team.
I'm like, just like that shit. Damn, like, okay, I went in, I took this dive for the team, I presented you all with a perfect opportunity to break through the front lines. Let's get some momentum going. Let's get ourselves back in the game. It's not that damn difficult. And then all of a sudden they just back down. What the fuck are you doing? There's this big ass hole in their wall that you could just straight up walk through, my nigga. I just gave you that opportunity. Why the fuck are you running away?
I guess it's probably
or for also the other thing, and well, kind of one of the reasons why I stopped playing MOBAs with AJ. Hey yo, hang on, bro. We gonna all roll in there together so we can back each other up. Leroy, bam. Where the fuck was my team?
Oh, I love that.
like literally.
It's like, hey, yeah, dumbass. No, where were you? Like, what do you mean? Where was the team? You just ran in like a goddamn monkey on steroids.
I'm just like
Wait, hold on. The best part is when I'm the last alive in Rainbow Six Siege, and the team starts vote kicking me because I didn't go in to die with them. What the fuck?
No.
Are you serious?
Dude, I am not even kidding on that.
I'm like, bruh, there was so many times when I would play I play Smite ranked. This shit would just get fucked. Like, this shit would just get disgusting, right? Here's what the fuck would happen. Now, of course, Apollo is easily my best character because, well, the build I use for him is the same one I use on PC, and I've never had to change it, and it works just as well, if not better on console. Now, here's the thing. I've had so many times where if, like, 2 people on my team got knocked out at the same time, everybody wanted to surrender immediately, right?
Oh, my gosh.
And
are you serious?
And of course, I wouldn't go for it. I didn't want to surrender. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep fighting. I wasn't going out like no bitch.
So then the vote kicking started coming into play.
And then I finally finished off the rest of my build. Swear to God, my whole team would stand back and watch me go in there and murk the whole enemy team by my damn self. I still remember one time where this jackass was on his fucking mic. This jackass is on this goddamn mic. Oh my God, I can't believe we won. Bitch, shut your ass up. I won.
Yeah, I hate that too whenever it's like I carry the team, like literally, because it's like I have that same thing where it's like I shoot a guy with a bow, I ledge another guy off, and then the next guy I just basically lure him and then edge him off as well. And it's like my teammates are saying good fight, good fight, good fight, and all that stuff. I'm like, bitch, I was the one who did most of the work. You were the ones who just
most of the work.
Like literally, like I was the one who got most of the kills while you were all like either guarding the areas and just doing jack.
Masturbating and playing Bejeweled.
Pretty much.
Bejeweled.
Because they weren't doing anything else. I remember one example, not for any winning, but always hated this. Is like these dumbasses get killed in a fight, right? And the enemy's at like full health because he died like he popped like a goddamn balloon. And it's like, hey man, why did you go in? I'm not gonna die with you.
Like literally.
I'm like, bro, like, yo, back to like again. This example happened with AJ. Like, yo, I'm at low health. Do not engage in this fight. Let's head back to base. Let's get our health back up, and then we can try this, right? No, it's good. I got it. Bam. Where the fuck did you go, nigga? I'm not about to sit here and die in this fight with your dumb ass too and feed the team and feed the enemy team. Like, bro, you don't even have to have vision to see that that's a bad idea.
Oh my
Like,
God,
literally, you're
everyone's
walking
going,
into
"Guys,
a
your
hornet's
shitty
nest."
jungler calls for a Baron. You know, Baron's the ultimate buff. You know, you get double everything, like an increase in everything. And it's like, the enemy's still alive, and we just lost our support. We are down one team member. This is not a... This is gonna end horribly. 20 seconds later, enemy team converges on us. I knew it. I should not have gone into these dumbasses.
I'm just like, bro, and then wait. The worst part is when, you know, enemies are missing from all lanes. You're just trying to figure out where the fuck they all go. This shit's an obvious trap.
Oh, every fucking time.
It was like, I don't get it. Where did everybody go? Da. Damn.
What the fuck?
I mean, there's a reason why you have a minimap, dumbass.
I'm just sitting here like, bruh, if this trap is obvious, why the
Matt,
fuck
your
you...
mic.
Matt, you're getting robotic.
Oh my God, your mic.
Ah, okay, let me turn off this Bluetooth shit then.
Yeah. Your old mic was better.
Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yes,
pretty good.
perfectly.
Becca Matt will not replace you this day.
And speaking of mecha, has anyone picked up that Gundam Versus?
Not really interested in Gundam.
Same
I'm
here.
gonna be honest with you. God damn it! Stop it with the goddamn Bluetooth. All right, hold on. Let me hop out and jump back in.
Alright.
Alright.
And he was never heard from again.
Still, why is Gundam so popular? I mean, I've never really gotten into it though.
Because
I can
nostalgia.
understand.
Nostalgia.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's popular for basically the same reason why Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is still popular.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not talking about the modern incarnations. I'm talking about like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers itself.
Yeah, that's why.
The original, yes.
Movie instead of like the newest ones, whatever it is. I don't know.
Exactly. You know, we like the shit that we used to like.
Pretty much.
Even though they're,
You know,
I'd say Armored Core is a better series. You know, people should go check that out. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though, I don't understand why the hell people are so goddamn excited for this Gundam Versus stuff. I got Gundam Versus on my Vita, and I'm just playing. I played this game for about 30 minutes. So I'm just like, I could not be more bored playing anything than this. I thought I was getting something like Custom Robo.
Yeah, because like there are certain Gundam games where you're able to build your own Gundam and like use it to play in the actual video game, but it's like here it's just Dynasty Warrior Versus.
Like, dude, okay, yeah. So I get to play through the original. So I get to play through the story of all the Gundam games. That's all well and good, but fam, just dry ass gameplay. Go here, break this object, shoot this object. Where's the variety in that? And then it's not even like the combat is all that fluid. Because everything is super robotic, everything is super stiff, and you know, just to say that some of the damn Gundams in the game are unbalanced and broken as fuck, well, that's kind of an understatement.
Robotic because it's robots. It's funny.
I think it's that, so.
I mean, damn. Even Gundam Warriors pulled this shit off better.
Oh yeah.
You know what I like about this year?
My bad.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I wasn't gonna say anything more. Go.
All right, but do you know what I like about this year? This year we're starting to bring back all the games that we used to like Star Wars Battlefront 2, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hopes up. I'm gonna just say that right now. Curb your enthusiasm on that shit, because you still don't know what the fuck it is you're getting. They gave all they're doing is giving you one multiplayer mission. That's it, just that one. You still don't know how the fuck the story gonna look. You don't know nothing about nothing else other than that one mission.
Wait, what game is this?
Nah, Battlefront 2, because I was playing the beta all this morning, not only was I not impressed by what I played, because if I'm gonna be honest, this was the quality that I was expecting out the first one and didn't get. But on top of that, they keep trying to make the story mode this major selling point, but you not gonna let me sample any of the story mode? Yeah, you gonna have to.
It's just gonna be a recap of the movies like the original Battlefront 2 was.
Basically, like to me, all I'm seeing is another Godzilla situation. We put it in a montage, so it's supposed to be awesome. Get the game. What the fuck am I playing?
Just like, what the fuck am I playing?
Yeah, this year we're just getting all the good games rehashed. Like, and also in the few, or at least next year, in a few months, we are getting more games like Monster Hunter World, Jurassic World Evolution, and
man, dude, I can't fucking wait for that.
Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, curb your enthusiasm because we still don't know what this shit look like. Like, okay, look, like the only reason why I say that is because is this a company that we've seen consistent work come from? Is this a company that we've seen consistent quality from that will warrant this sort of excitement?
Well, guess what? I just sent a video today. Believe it or not, today there was a link that I just sent.
Again, that's fine. I did check it out, but it's not telling me that much about the game.
True, but at least it shows you the in-game footage.
Yeah, it shows you in-game footage, but from what looks like a bunch of cutscenes or something like that. Again, like I said, to me, all I'm seeing is another Godzilla situation. We gonna put all this flashy shit in the montage, and that means the game's supposed to be good, right? Wrong.
Well, the game's still in development.
Now, like I said, temper your expectations, because if it's a company that's consistently produced good work, then yeah, okay, I can understand you being excited because you know what it is you're getting. But if it's a company that, you don't know that much about, you ain't played too many of their games, and they work ain't, on the level all that often, I'm gonna say curb your enthusiasm, because you might end up hyping yourself up for a disappointment.
Well, that depends on the gaming production that's being put into it. Oh god, my voice just deepened.
Man, dude, like I said,
puberty. Let's everybody cheer.
Like, here's the thing. Even if the game and production is good, that still does. I mean, a gold-plated shit is still a shit.
Man, you're telling me Bubsy 3D wasn't the greatest game ever made?
Exactly. Like, no. Like, look, here's the thing. If Jurassic World is coming from a company that consistently makes good games, then fine, you can be excited. But just because somebody shows you a montage, a bunch of pictures, and some in-game footage, that doesn't mean the game gonna be good.
How badly can you fuck up a dinosaur tycoon?
Please don't say that, because I wouldn't be surprised with producer companies these days.
Microtransactions.
Exactly. There's always
the T-Rex you have to buy.
Like, if it's something like if it's coming from a company that you know nothing about, there's always a chance that it could be fucked up. Whole reason why I was excited for Persona 5 was because it was coming from Atlas. This is the company that made all the Persona games before. They've made consistently fantastic works. Again, the Shin Megami Tensei experience. The reason why I was excited was because I knew what I was getting. I knew what I was getting because I have seen, they know how to make their formula work. They know how to improve their formula. Persona 5 proved that. If it's a company that knows what it is they're doing, they constantly produce good works, then yes, go ahead, be excited, get hyped. That's the reason why I was hyped for Final Fantasy 15, and I still wasn't disappointed for what I got. I wasn't expecting it to be like this grand journey to end all Final Fantasy journeys and put all the rest of them to shame. I was just yeah, exactly. I was expecting a story of 4 dumbass friends on a road trip, going to do some shit. That's what I was looking for, and I got that, and I wasn't disappointed in it. Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not at all concerned about that game, not in the slightest. After I just saw what they did with the world of Toy Story, what the fuck is there to be concerned about? at this point, I keep hearing all these people saying, let's hurry up and release it. I want to slap the piss out these motherfuckers. No, it's we done waited this long for this. We done waited this long for this game. We can wait a little longer for them to make the game perfect.
Yeah, because
So you're basically sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. So you're basically comparing video games to like movies. Like for instance, the new Tomb Raider movie being remade, or
not saying
Pacific
shit
Rim
about
Uprising.
movies. I honestly, God, don't know shit about any new movies. I'm saying that if this is a particular okay, you know, I guess I could compare this to movies in a certain way. Like, let's see, who's the dude that's been directing the last few Marvel movies? Well, it's like J.J. Abrams.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's J.J. Abrams,
Like, yeah, honest to God, most of the reason why people get excited to see a J.J. Abrams film is because he has consistently good works.
Star
Everyone
Wars
else
is
is like, I don't know what the fuck to expect. So again, like I said, it all comes down like that whole everybody getting hyped up for games and stuff. You know, you need to leave that shit alone. Cause if you was one of them people that was just jazzed for Mass Effect Andromeda, you got fucked over.
Because when Pacific Rim Uprising comes out in the future, I'm not looking for a wonderful story and wonderful characters. I just want to see fucking robots punch giant
Big-ass
monsters of space.
Big ass monsters. Yes, that's right. That's how people need to start. Like, that's how I have based my expectations on the video games that I have played for the last 3.5 years. Dying Light, I wasn't expecting the world's greatest story. I was expecting that I could drop kick zombies off the side of a fucking building. That's exactly
And
like
was
I
disappointed, right?
Like I said, man, it's the same way how I see movies. Like literally, like you have the same way of seeing movies. Like, I mean, seeing games like curving your expectation, and I have a way of seeing movies in curving my expectation.
But nah, just like I said, make sure you know what it is you go. Make sure you know what it is you're getting into before you start getting excited. Because otherwise, you're gonna get your damn heart broke.
Well,
Indeed.
some good news. I'm looking up the developers. It's Frontier Developments PLC, and they've actually been the guys who've made all the Tycoon games in the last decade.
Okay,
And
so then we're good. Okay, then you're good to go.
And they also made Elite
All right, so what
Dangerous.
Tycoon? Hang on a sec. What Tycoon games did they make?
They made
Roller
Roller
Coaster
Coaster Tycoon, Through
Tycoon.
3,
Prison
Thrillville,
Tycoon.
Zoo
Oh,
Tycoon,
Thrillville, okay.
and
Wait a minute.
Scream Ride.
Wait a minute. They made Zoo Tycoon and Thrillville.
Hell yeah, Thrillville was awesome. Well, I only
Oh,
own
yeah.
the PS.
That being the
PSP
case,
version,
this is a company that being the case, now excitement is warranted because this is a company that's pretty much grounded in their own, that's grounded in their work, and now they're just adding to it. At this point, go ahead. Excitement completely warranted.
Take my money, please. I mean, seriously,
Hell
they
yeah.
they really improved in graphics. Seeing the in-game footage for the dinosaurs, I'm really excited.
Well, you
But
know,
also, can we stop basing excitement off the graphics, please? Again, like I said, a gold-plated turd is still a turd.
Well, it's still the guys who made Zoo Tycoon and Thrillville, so it's still a reason to get excited.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's a point, man.
exciting, but just can we just stop talking about the graphics and shit?
All right. Yeah, I understand.
Because honest to God, full disclosure, everybody keeps talking about why these games don't run at like 4K and 60 frames per second. I swear to you, I'd never be able to tell the difference in frame rate unless some shit starts going through like it's a slideshow.
yeah, if you play it at 12 frames per second. For most people, it's just all its frame rate is how smooth the animations go. You'll see that in like the most blatant examples. If you play if you play like sprite SNES games, and put them in like YouTube, and like some of the sprites just disappear and reappear. That's because YouTube runs at 30 frames as opposed to 60. But that's the only real difference you'll see.
I'm like, yeah, because the only time I ever seen I've actually seen a frame rate difference is in Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5. That's the only time I've actually ever seen a difference between games running like that and 60 frames per second. Other than that, most games just look like the same shit to me. It's not the graphics I'm playing for. A polished turd is still a turd.
Alright, what a great way to end it, because sadly I have to wake up early in the morning for work, so sadly I gotta hit you guys another time. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day tomorrow, and I hope to talk to you all later, okay?
Of course. You have a good
All
night,
right.
Devin.
Stop, my dude.
Alright, later guys.
Good night, Devin.
Alright, good night.
Good night. And then there were 3.
Yeah. But I mean, just yeah, like that whole just that whole thing there. Just that blind excitement for things that is extremely dangerous.
It's what leads to disappointments. It's like, it's even more blatant. Like, if people had looked up No Man's Lie, the company, and realized the only games they'd ever done was like these Xbox indie games. It's like, okay, there's no real reason to be all excited. We don't know. It's more than likely not going to be a great game, but no.
I'm like, nah, man. If they had looked up any details about the, concerned about whether or not anybody has actually played the game, that right there should have been enough to be a warning. I mean, the fact that nobody outside the development team had played the game, even at E3, the place where it's basically a requirement for you to have demos.
Yeah, it's a requirement, man. A requirement.
Oh shit, AJ's here.
And there goes AJ.
You kill one snake, another
Wait.
takes its place.
Wait, Devin's gone? Oh hell no.
It's as I said.
Oh,
there's
I
never
ate him.
been
He was
two brothers,
delicious.
It's always been one person, two personalities.
AJ, you gotta go. We gotta have Devin back in here, man.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I get freaky. I gotta do things.
Oh my.
Well, Devin can't do that.
Yeah.
Great, now it's oil up.
Matt's over here, not impressed. He's just like, personalities.
Look, fam.
So what's
after
this
you
like
work
here about
at-
E3?
After you work at, I'm sorry, bro. After you work at Jewel for so long, you just go numb to everything.
No, as long as you live in Chicago, you see everything.
I gotta edit that out in post. Or have you quit already? I forgot if you mentioned that.
No, still haven't. At this point, you don't even have to worry about editing it out, because like the problem is that apparently somebody lost my paperwork, so I don't even know I'm even gonna be able to go back there.
Wait a minute, what do you mean? How the fuck did they lose your paperwork?
Like, okay, so the thing is that, after the surgery that I had about a month and a half ago, I had to go through the proper documentation that my doctor was supposed to fill out to let the company know, what day, when I was going to be able to return to work. The problem with that is that somewhere along the line, somebody missed this paperwork. Either A, nobody actually filled it out the way they said they were going to, or B, somebody misplaced it.
They done fucked it up.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So of course,
At first I thought it was like you just lost your employment records. It's like, wait a minute, how?
You don't exist anymore. Hashtag delete.
So yeah, pretty much at this point, it all comes down to the detail on whether or not I can actually get this paperwork filled out within a timely manner. Because otherwise, I know that I was supposed to come back on Monday. I know that I was supposed to go back to work on Monday. They don't have the medical documentation that lets them know that I'm capable of coming back to work at this time.
Samus, you just received.
Well, that's a load off my back at least. I mean, you're not making money off all these streams yet, but we'll get there.
And then on top of that, honestly, I mean, if I'm getting ready to go back to medical school in January, it is very highly doubtful that I will be able to actually continue working there. Considering the way the schedule works and my position. So it's either they would have to change my schedule entirely to work around these classes, and the fact that I'm probably going to need even more time because it's medical school.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna have to drop out of this position, or just quit working there altogether.
Yeah, so for everybody watching, enjoy Matt for the next few months, because that's the last you're ever gonna see of him.
Damn.
Like, nah, don't get me don't get me wrong. I'm still planning on doing something on the weekends. It's just I can't do work and just work alone.
Yeah, which is gonna be our Ruby D&D stream.
You just see McDonald rear its ugly head. Did I hear a job application?
And I will never fucking work at McDonald's as many times as I've just heard straight up horror stories.
Either that or you work at Disney World. Oh boy, come to work in Magic Kingdom, man.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind working at Disney, but of course that is completely far away from Chicago.
Yeah, you say that until you get to Disney World, and then they work you like a goddamn slave. I mean, who am I to judge, but still.
And from what I've heard, Disney treats employees relatively well, so there's no fear there.
Exactly, and then it's actually it's fairly nice in Florida, and pretty much any place that that is Disney park. So,
yeah.
And
you just gotta be afraid of the locals who are all crazy and helped about drugs.
Hey, I was there for an entire week, and I did well.
How you came back.
He's like sitting there like, I did take the wrong turn to Albuquerque.
But yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
that meth addict did offer some
honestly don't know what's gonna happen. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen there. So whether I say
we're still here to support you.
So I mean, like, honestly, God, whether or not I say it and I get fired for it, it really doesn't matter because I don't even know if I'm ever gonna be able to go back there again anyway. Hell, for all I know, by the time I get the paperwork straight, they might just assume that I abandoned my job anyway.
It's better to give them a week's notice than rather abandon your job, because then your next interview or your next job is gonna be like, well, wait a minute, he just fucking left without, I guess, telling them? Huh.
By the way, are we still on the podcast?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Okay, ironically.
Also, it's funny you mentioned that, Anthony, because my mom actually left her job like that.
Oh.
And
I know.
the day she started her new job, she just went up to her, we dropped her off at her old place, at her old hotel she worked at, and she just told her, okay, I quit. Wait, what do you mean you quit? Bye.
Okay, I quit. Okay.
I meant to put my 2-week notice in 2 weeks ago.
No, not even that. She just straight up left. It was like, okay, bye. It was funny, although in that old place is where she got my Xbox original, so that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Even better, it's an Xbox original with the Halo decal on it, so if
I
we're
will
low on
stab
cash,
you.
we can just sell that and be set for a while.
But
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. With me not knowing what's gonna happen there, it's not like whether I go back or not. It's not something I'm freaking out about. Because honestly, if I do, so be it. I can still make some money and have some cash left, and have some cash, and buy the last few little things that I want before it's time to go back to school. But if I don't, well, that's also a bonus because I fucking hated that place anyway.
Yeah. Plus, I already assume you already saved up a decent amount of money from working there in the first place.
You'll be surprised.
Well, I know you're responsible for your money. I wouldn't be surprised if you saved up like almost all of your paychecks.
I'm buying a Scar H the minute I start working.
God damn it. Oh yeah.
What do you expect from me?
After the last shooting, that you can buy anything now, and they're not gonna stop you.
Exactly. Like at this point,
man.
I don't even know if you need a gun license to buy anything.
You don't, because there's actually a loophole. If you go to gun shows, you can just buy the gun straight off from there and without any consequence.
Well, you still need your required. Well, see, that's for some certain states, because some certain states only require you to have a license. That's it. A driver's license, like
You're right,
Indiana, I
right.
believe.
Texas is the lawless gun show it is.
Oh boy, Texas, here I come.
Yeehaw, we're gonna hunt down those dirty niggas. Nah, I need to chill.
Plus, the way the dude did it in Las Vegas, they're claiming it's bonfire stocks. You guys ever heard of that?
No, I know. I saw that on Facebook earlier about Obama giving gun stocks, but I didn't know anything about that.
No, bump stocks are 3D printed stocks that turn your semi-automatic AR into a fully automatic rifle, but they do it by pulling the rifle forward after each shot, which causes the effect of fully automatic. See, if they try to ban them, it's gonna be really stupid because people can still make them illegally with the 3D printer. So,
Yeah.
you know, you might as well ban a fucking 3D printer if that's the case.
Well, yeah, it's if they're not because the NRA, oh, they're gonna take your guns. No, you fucker. We just want to make actual laws to restrict psychopaths from getting. You mean you're gonna take my guns? Sure, whatever, Timmy.
Yeah, sure, whatever, Timmy.
It was like, okay, yeah, we know this nigga. Like, this nigga tried to blow up a guy. This nigga tried to blow up a church like 3 times already. We just want to make sure that he can't get a damn gun and shoot the fuck up. Trying to take our guns.
Okay,
No,
whatever.
fuck.
You're all crazy. Fucking NRA.
People
I was
or
like-
a lot of the conservatives actually fucking hate NRA, or at least the post I see. They say, "Stop supporting NRA. They're a bunch of faggots." Like, okay, I guess.
I'm like, nah, man. Okay, constitutional right to bear arms. That's fine. That's completely fine. When when we had to fucking pack gunpowder and shit and use muskets. Now I'm just like, dude. Somebody walked into a fucking kindergarten and mowed down children with this fucking arsenal of assault rifles. What the fuck, bruh? And it's still completely wrong to say that we don't need any. It's still completely wrong to say we need some regulations so that shit like this doesn't keep happening.
Honestly, what I hate about these mass shootings is that they make responsible gun owners like moi over here seem irresponsible and fucking psychopaths. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about the psychopath part, but you know, I'm responsible.
At this point, I don't give a fuck about the goddamn image. It's just, this nigga was very clearly out of his mind long before this shit happened. And
Actually,
now,
believe it or not, it seemed like he had everything. It's kind of strange, like he would do this out of nowhere.
Like, at this point, then fuck it. We may as well call this nigga Affluenza Kid 2.0. This nigga's been so rich and so privileged his entire life that he's never been taught right from wrong.
Well, his father was on the FBI's most wanted list as he was being chased down by them because he was a bank robber. So his family has quite a history.
His father was on the FBI watch list. Nigga, that should say some shit right there.
The more you look into it, it's like, what the fuck? There wasn't a red flag on this guy. Not to mention that, not to be racist, or I'm not being racist or anything, and this is something that somebody actually pointed out. Me, I don't really care too much, but the fact that his wife is Muslim.
White dudes pulling this shit and don't get called terrorists. Please explain that shit to me.
Because for them, white is right, man. The fucked up thing, that's exactly their reason. White is right. They can't. But the blacks and
yes,
Hispanics, like,
but everybody who commit these mass shootings have always been of a different race, right?
Yeah, there's always been
just
white people, but they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Once they couldn't enslave blacks and Mexicans anymore, they're just like, fuck it, we'll just go kill them. Our damn selves. I say Mexicans.
But again,
blacks, my apologies. And Age is here just chewing the ham.
Wait, there's ham?
Damn, nigga, you ain't have to eat the pussy into the goddamn microphone.
I'm not actually eating anything. I just did that for comedic effect, and it worked. So what were we talking about? Jesus Christ, damn it.
We're talking about how we have a bunch of fucking sweaty tryhards camping in corners.
Listen, man, as long as they're shooters, there's always going to be camping tryhards. I mean, come on, man. What do you think this is, Call of Duty?
Alright, this is Battlefield.
Even worse.
Man, yeah. But see, and also, cause see, here's the other thing that I also love, is that they always want to bring, like, they always choose to wait until after this horrific shit starts to,
to start banning shit. Exactly.
Like, no. Not then, but, the fact that they always want to wait till now to bring up the fact that this nigga was mentally disturbed. I don't give a fuck about whether or not this nigga was mentally disturbed at this point. How the fuck was this mentally disturbed bastard able to get his hands on a fucking arsenal? This nigga had enough weapons to supply a small army. Damn the fact this nigga, damn the fact that this man was mentally unstable.
You know what I don't understand? Why do people need a fully automatic? I understand semi. I understand, single shots. I understand that. But why do you
Again,
need something that's
like,
rapid?
dude,
No,
there's a
no
reason why
no
it's
one hunts
called
a
an
deer with an
assault rifle.
AA-12.
Like, dude, there's a reason why it's called assault rifle.
Yeah, it's meant to kill. There's nothing. People, I don't understand. A gun is only meant to kill. That is.
Hold on, Matt. Do you know? Hold on. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
I mean, it
I was gonna
defends
say, Matt,
too,
do you know the
but
definition
it's
of assault
balance.
rifle? Or at least what it means? Assault rifle and rifle. What the differences are? Or at least can you tell me?
Assault rifle usually involves a high rate of fire. Rifle usually just one shot, but super strong.
Okay, so if you were to see, let's say AR-15 with, I guess a lot of accessories on it, not to mention a sight and I dare say drum mag, would you consider that an assault rifle or a rifle?
Know exactly I did. Know exactly how to pinpoint just what it is we mean here.
No, I mean if it's a single shot rifle, it's not technically considered an assault rifle. He didn't obtain assault rifles. He modified multiple guns to be like assault rifles, yet they were technically rifles. That's the fucked up thing about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is true. But I mean, now that we've learned this lesson,
Nah,
I mean,
man,
I'm sure.
But, nah, I mean, just fuck all that. It's just how the fuck did nobody ever notice the high fucking quantity of them that he had?
Because
Well,
hotels don't really ask questions. Yeah, they're just happy to take his money because think about it. He's probably one of their valued customers. They wouldn't expect something from this to happen from him. So him bringing in that many bags, business as usual. Just think of that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no one's sitting at a hotel like an airport, like, okay, where are these terrorist men? I mean, how are you supposed to know? You know
exactly.
what I mean? There's no metal detectors when you walk at this hotel yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, fam. Somebody should have had this nigga on a registry for something. 'Cause, I mean, like 48 fucking guns with that much goddamn ammo. At this point,
Let's see, the thing is, it came under the radar. How do you find something that's under the radar? That's pretty hard, if you
like,
ask
dude,
me.
you have to be on a registry to buy a fucking weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're supposed to have. We got a registration list for the registration list. First list.
I'm just
I mean,
saying,
like,
people
dude,
are getting it from somewhere.
like, I mean, dude, like to the point where this dude's old man was on a fucking no-fly list. He was under watch he was under government. His father was under government watch, and you telling me this is the man that he grew up with? Let's keep an eye on him.
His father wasn't there for most of his life, as they profiled him.
I still would. I don't give a shit. They should have kept an eye on that nigga too.
Yeah.
Hell, nigga, my folks ain't even criminals. I still got police on my ass every day.
Well, that's a profiling, sadly. And your parents are doctors too, right?
My mother's a nurse and my father is a bus driver. Yes.
No, didn't they both go to medical school? I remember you telling me.
Like, yeah, both of them. Yeah, they did both go to medical. Like, yeah, they did both go to medical school. But, you see how shit works out.
Hell yeah,
But no, yeah, my folks completely law-abiding citizens, and I still get chased by the goddamn cops for no goddamn reason. Now this nigga's father was a known bank robber. Whether or not he was gone for most of this nigga's life or not, that still should warrant, keeping this kid on the tabs to make sure that he don't end up like his old goddamn man.
Let's see,
I mean,
we can't
hell,
watch everyone. Who's
Y'all
gonna be?
fucking
We're gonna.
like, I mean, dude, at this point, y'all
Who's gonna
fucking
watch all
child
these
service
people?
scientists will tell you that a child without their father is more likely to commit a crime, right? But this nigga's father was already a criminal. That's the reason why he's gone from his life.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, what's the solution? Are we gonna follow every single person just because they look shady? Excuse me, sir. You have a mustache.
All of our audio recordings, all of our streams, everything's broadcasted.
Everything is being watched.
Actually, what's really
Like,
pissing me off is that people are
if
saying,
you
see, this is why we should ban guns. See, look at Japan. They banned guns. There's not a single gun that a citizen has, and look at their crime rates. They're low as hell. But you have to figure again, this is the United States. We're not raised how they're raised, with honor.
But it's not just that Japan doesn't have, like, you can't actually have guns. It's that they're very strict on guns importing laws.
Exactly.
Which sadly,
Like, dude,
we make
like-
the guns as well. So.
Because I mean, at this point, like the whole problem is nothing. Like the whole problem with this whole thing is that, somebody ever says, let's put some restrictions on how people buy these damn things. Everybody flips the fuck out like, oh, they're gonna take them away. That's not what the fuck we're saying. What we're saying is let's make it harder for these people on no-fly lists felons and all this other shit. Let's make it harder for them to get the big shit. I mean, you know, that'll be the same. Like, dude, okay, look, let some shit happen. No more assault rifles, but you can carry a pistol.
Yeah, the fact that they're not doing anything means that's a reason it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. I mean, dude, at this point, I gave up on that shit after Sandy Hook.
That was so. Wait, can someone explain what happened in California, or where did that happen? Just the recent one, just
you know. Oh yeah, that was in Vegas, the largest massacre, the largest modern massacre on the planet to date. Because the only one we had that was quite as bad as that was, I think what, the Port Arthur massacre in Australia. That was about what, 38 people. This nigga done smoked out like what, 50 something.
50 and 150 injured.
Jesus.
So yeah, this nigga was sitting here trying to put up some real numbers, and you know he playing that shit out because he was getting ready to do the same thing in Chicago. This nigga had a fucking bloodlust. He had a murder boner for days. And it's not like this nigga couldn't have been dropping some subtle hints about some shit like that every now and again.
You know, psychopaths are rarely, you know, calm with their, you know, agendas. And I don't mean like, you know, serial killers like Ed Bundy or...
We understand, man.
So, you know, but blatant, unhinged psychopaths like these are not very calm.
My thing is, if you could use it for hunting, I'm okay with it. But if you're using shit that would eviscerate your hunting target, why do you use it? No one uses an assault rifle to hunt animals. No one uses.
That's not meant for hunting. You want to know what
I understand. I understand the purpose for it, but I don't understand why citizens
need it. The only reason why that's there for is because the Constitution protects everyone's right to bear arms, right? The only reason why people even buy that kind of shit is just because if they get in a fight, they want to know that they got something that'll just win in that bitch instantly. It ain't because they actually want. It ain't because nobody wants protection. It's because everybody want to walk around acting like they got the biggest dick.
Yeah, it's like people, you know, basically gangsters had around gas.
I'm like, you know, you up to some shit. That's the reason why you need all of them. Down in the South, they love their fucking guns. They love their guns. They claim to love how much they go hunting. But I've been in the South and I don't see too many people going hunting.
They're not talking about animals, they're talking about people.
Me, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, but I love guns, man. I'm a fucking gun nut. The reason I want to own a shit ton of guns because of recreational use and novelty. I want to know I'm only want something that I love. Is it so wrong?
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it, but my thing is when it's so crazy because this is why so many people argue and get mad with one another because it's we either have it or we don't have it. For some reason, we can't come to a middle.
And it's not, dude, we keep coming to a middle ground and everybody just assumes that it's the one side. You know, the whole thing was about let's have some mental screenings and background checks before we start selling this shit off. And then everybody acts like, oh, they're trying to take our guns away. No, that's not what the fuck we said. That's not what we're saying at all. If this dude is on an NSA no-fly list, why the fuck is he still able to buy a firearm? I'm like, seriously, if we know that this dude tried to blow up 3 buildings, why can he still walk into a gun shop and buy whatever it is he wants without somebody having something to say about it? That's what the issue is here. Like all the other shootings that happened before, all of these individuals were somehow all of a sudden diagnosed mentally disturbed. Hell no. In order to walk into someplace, you have to have a firm decision set in your head that you are getting ready to take somebody's life. And you can't just hide that shit. You can't just hide that shit. Like John Wayne Gacy, yeah, you cannot hide that sort of thing. If you do, and if you can, well, shit, then we're all fucked. But yeah, if this dude had a mental screening for all the fucking firearms he had, and he was under the registry the way he was supposed to, somebody would have noticed the fact that this nigga was stockpiling firearms like crazy. and they would have sent somebody to investigate that shit. That's the reason. Like, that's what we're saying here. Not that we're trying to take it away, but that we're trying to keep an eye on and moderate how this shit moves.
And of course, you put in the restriction that you put in the suspicion, like, why does a person need like so many such and such rifles? That
like, yeah.
Away, but it's suspicious.
Like, yeah, this dude had 48 different fucking guns on him and a shitload of ammo. I say that, like, I mean, like, now finding out that this nigga had fucking 48 weapons in total, aside from the 10 that he brought with him. I don't know. Don't you think that sounds, you know, like something that you would be a little bit concerned about? So it's not like anybody saying let's take them all away. The problem is that whenever someone comes to a compromise in which, yeah, you all can still keep them because you all are responsible, you know what to do with them, blah, 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 etc., etc. So you all can keep yours, but we're going to keep an eye on these suspicious bastards that might shoot up schools. Everybody just assume we're just taking them all away from everybody. That's what the NRA does. That's exactly what the NRA does. Like I said, we come up with we didn't already came up with the compromise. It's just the one side that refuses to. It's just the one side that refuses to give. And so, of course, what happens? We got the next shooting of the we got the next shooting of the month. At this
Actually,
point,
another reason
everybody,
I don't fire arms is because of self-defense, just in case, you know, I was to get one of those situations where dude breaks into the house.
Automatic shotgun with like a drum roll and claim that it's to defend yourself.
Well, I don't know, Sal. Well, shit.
No, hold up. I understand, because, you know, if more than 5 people are coming after you, you're doing something wrong with your life.
Like, yeah, that means you're fucking up.
You were fucked from the beginning.
So, like, because let's see again, Jim Jeffries made a perfectly valid argument. Like, yeah, okay, it's perfectly fine for you to say I like something, don't take it away, but to the point of, you know, if you just like everybody loves to say I leave this stuff for protection. Well, how the fuck are you using it? Oh, I keep it locked away. Then how the fuck is it protecting you, jackass?
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. I keep mine with me when I go to sleep. Of course.
And then of course, if you leave it out and it's readily available, then it becomes unsafe. What happens if somebody sneaks into your house and finds your shit and caps you with it?
Well, of course, that's why I got a security system too.
So I mean, of course,
got giant robots, Jaegers.
Jaegers.
You know,
but no.
Your house, Anthony, neither of your guns were like actually loaded. You know, they were clips, but they were loaded, correct?
No, none of them are loaded. Of course, when I sleep, I keep the ammunition in my pocket. I don't keep it loaded.
Close by, and the gun is also close by. So even if someone gets it, you know, you have the ammunition.
Exactly.
That's why I like Anthony, gun owner, because you know he's not the stereotypical. I make jokes, you know, you live in the woods, blah, 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 but, you know, Anthony's probably one of the most respectable gun owners I've ever met.
Thank you.
Well, again,
that means
like
a lot.
We're not saying that we want to take all his guns away. We just want to make sure that if he's showing any signs of losing his goddamn mind, that it's a lot harder for him to get to him.
Definitely, man. I'm all about that shit. That's crazy how that shit happens. Trust me, I'm all for it.
Let's talk about the dude that shot up that movie theater in Colorado. Like what? About a week after there was another shooting in Colorado. That crazy bastard with orange hair.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody was doing a proper background check, this nigga would have got none of those assault rifles that he had when he shot up that movie theater. Cause ain't no responsible gun salesman gonna sell a gun to a nigga with bright orange hair. You already know this man out his goddamn mind.
So you're saying don't sell guns to hipsters?
I'm no, I wasn't saying that because the dude was ginger. He dyed his hair. That's the thing about it. It was bright, dyed his hair bright ass orange. Ain't no sane person doing no shit like that.
Unless you're weirdos.
Unless they're weird.
And they're already insane, so you know the point still stands.
Unless you're trying to be carrot cake.
And the problem with the NRA is that they resist everything and just believe that having more guns is gonna solve the situation. It's just, how the fuck is that supposed to work?
Okay, well,
what I mean, everybody walk around with the assault rifle.
This is the logic. No.
Out of hotel room.
No, this is the logic that they have for it. Okay, think about it. If every citizen has a firearm, correct, and something happens to a situation, correct, every one of those citizens can defend themselves and then be able to resolve the situation before it even arises. That's just what I'm saying.
I completely understand that, but the thing is that society can only walk as fast as slow as members. Like, yeah, everybody has a firearm, but not everybody has the patience or wisdom to know how to fuck to use it.
Yeah,
True that. I understand that, Mike.
Road rage on the street on a daily basis.
Like, okay, let's see the argument that I heard somebody make, that whole Sandy Hook thing. What happens if the let's start letting teachers carry around guns. Nigga, do you ever want to see what the fuck would happen if a substitute teacher had a goddamn pistol in a class full of annoying ass kids? Click clack, bop bop bop. Is that really what you want to see happen? Just get that one inner city school teacher in a room full of a bunch of suburban kids that think they can fuck with them. Click clack, brrrr. That's the thing you want to happen?
Okay, well, you know what? That is a little crazy,
fuck. All somebody got to do is say one thing wrong that pisses me off. I'm gonna pop your ass dead on the spot.
How about having just a police officer stationed at the school, just like maybe one? I think that'll be more than enough.
Yeah, and actual security, police, they have that like colleges, presently not in high schools, but,
Oh yeah, you're right. They do have it at colleges.
I'm like, yeah, but if it's just like one or two people, then how the fuck is that supposed to? How the fuck is like one or two people with a fucking pistol supposed to stop this crazy bastard with an assault rifle?
Oh yeah, in this
well,
day and age,
they can warn, of course.
Yeah, they had that back at Carver, they had one.
Yeah, not to mention police officer on duty. I mean, was it reliable? I don't know. I'm pretty sure not, but it's good to know that they can call for backup.
Well, one of our guys was arrested for creeping on an underage girl, so.
Then
exactly. Like, dude, like, dude, just saying that we want to make sure that these mentally unstable individuals can get their hands on some, heavy ordnance. I can completely agree with that. Just the same way I can agree with people that say, I don't want you to take my guns away because I'm responsible and I know how to use them. That's completely fine. But if it's going to come to the point where we can let these psychotic motherfuckers walk into a shop, buy firearms in mass, kill up a bunch of people, and still act like it's not an issue, well, nigga, it can't just be us. Damn, even the goddamn president said that he was getting tired of coming up there saying the same shit over and over and over again. That should tell you something right there. Like, hell, nigga, I know every politician loves to hide behind flags, the Bible, and children. Well, children just got killed in mass. So what the fuck is y'all doing? The president tried suggesting the way that, we can screen for mental disabilities, some shit like that, make it difficult for ex-criminals and, mentally unstable individuals to get their hands on these weapons. And yet, only thing everybody hears is blah, 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 I'm going to take all the guns away, instead of actually stopping, shutting the fuck up and listening to what's happening. So at this point, I'm going to be honest with you. As tragic as that Las Vegas shooting is, I can't feel shit for it anymore.
Yeah, and this is also the only nation that this shit happens on a regular basis.
I'm like, dude, at this point, I'm just waiting for the next mass shooting to go on next week. They done just talked about how this dude was getting ready to bust out Lollapalooza. That's the reason why I don't go.
I remember hearing something like that.
Please be aware.
At this point, I will never go out to en masse crowded places anymore. The only place that I think I'm willing to go is Asian, and that's it. Other than that, Lollapalooza, place in Chicago, other places like that.
Why did you have to jinx yourself, man? Why'd you have to jinx yourself?
Who's jinxing themselves? Whole reason why I said I didn't want to work at a fucking airport. Like, a whole bunch of people was asking me, you don't want to be a TSA agent in an airport? Fuck no. Why? Because when somebody lights that bitch up, I want to be the last one to know about it.
Well,
I don't want to be the first. I don't want to be in that bitch. I don't want to be in that bitch when somebody decides to crash that fucking plane.
No, Matt. You're in an elevator. Listen, Matt, you're in an elevator. You just hear, remember, no Russia. Oh, hell no.
Exactly. Like that shit there. I want to be the last person that finds out when some crazy shit like that starts going down. Hell, as a matter of fact, Like I said, when we had that one suspicious motherfucker show his ass up at the goddamn store, wearing all black like a James Bond villain with slicked over hair and shit. First thing I said was, are we not gonna pay attention to this? This motherfucker wearing this thick ass black sweater in the middle of fucking summer at 100 and goddamn degrees?
Nah. Guy seems
Nah, dude,
perfectly,
just
are
the guy
perfectly
from
normal.
Metroid.
Hell no, nigga. Like, y'all gotta be out your goddamn mind and think that we don't need a damn regulation at this point.
And
So-
the NRAR, which is why they rejected it.
So, of course, guess what? Here's what happened. Everybody love to hide behind the Constitution. You just gave America too much fucking freedom now. It's about to devolve. Everything's going to anarchy.
I wouldn't say all that.
My dude, look, again, yeah, like you said, even Germany does not fuck with Nazism anymore. You even try that shit down there, they will beat your ass in mass. Try that shit over here. Woo! KKK!
That's actually a lot of the reasons why they're taking out the Nazi symbol in quite a few games, Call of Duty, because of Germany. Or the swastika, I'm sorry.
Dude, Germany had a fucked up racist history, and it's ashamed of it. America loves that shit.
Who was born on racism?
All you had was one dude sit out the national anthem and then start kneeling because he still wanted to pay respects to the respect to the military. People still giving him shit for it. I'm like, what? Because he decided that he wanted some respect? Like I said, fam, I still remember when I was walking out from your neighborhood. Yours is a very prominent suburb. I'm a very dark-skinned individual. Police cars was lining that bitch up, just staring dead at me. I had people straight up walk in, see me, and walk out from where they were and walk back in after they saw me. So, I mean, at this point, you can try and say that it's not there all you want, but there's a reason why Get Out was made.
Get out.
So, I mean, you can try. I mean, I understand, AJ. You don't think the way I think. You don't see things the way most of society does. That's perfectly fine. I like the fact that you do think that positively. But the reality of the situation is that people are fucked. America as a nation is fine, but as people, fucked up.
Well, the reason why people do it in the first place is because they're backed up against the wall or they're mentally.
President.
Yeah, let's not talk about Don Cheeto over here.
Cheeto.
So, I mean, at this point, it's time to stop giving a fuck. Whatever happens is whatever's gonna happen. When the time comes and somebody starts blowing up everything for no goddamn reason and claiming that it's it's his right as an American, well, it's time to just, at this point, Anthony, my nigga, hook me up.
Hey, my name is Anthony. Welcome to my crib. Today we're gonna be looking.
When the purge out happened, hey yo,
point,
Anthony,
nigga,
you know I've always loved you, fam.
Like,
You're right, Matt. I'll give you an AR with the real.
Name strapped to my balls for no reason. So I mean, just give it. Exactly. I'm not fucking kidding. Because when the time comes and everybody decides to lose their goddamn mind, fuck it, I'm gonna kill anybody that stands in my goddamn way. It's my American right.
My American right. Fuck yeah.
For context about Mad Bull 34, that was an old anime, about 2 episodes, where it was a crazy ass cop who had tied a bunch of grenades to his pubes.
Okay, the more you know.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get off the radio. Gotta step off for a bit. I'll
Hey,
probably
man,
be back.
Oh, I thought you were leaving, like, completely.
No,
Never mind.
but I'll more than likely be back. Just not too sure at what time. So if you guys are still on, I'll join you. If not, well, I'll see you
Alright.
on my phone. So peace in the
Alright.
Middle East, even though that'll never happen. Still, peace.
All right.
Peace, man.
Yeah, I'll probably get off in a little bit too. Finish this
How
last
did we get on the subject in the first place?
think
I
we
leave
said
for one
something about it.
podcast and we come back to politics.
I think I said something about the shooter, and yeah, I said something about the shooter, and that just evolved into the argument. Well, evolved into the argument.
Jesus. Well, back to more positive things. What are you playing, Sal, for your live stream?
We've been playing Metroid at Prime 3 for now.
Ooh, Prime 3. Oh, the new Metroid is gonna be coming out. That's gonna be dope.
I'm sad it's not by Retro Studios, but yeah.
I mean, are they
another
still around?
Yeah, they've been doing the Donkey Kong country games.
Oh, okay, cool. The more you know. I'm not familiar with Metroid. I've never played any of them, but for some reason they treat that like Halo.
It's a very good game. I wouldn't say Halo. I don't know why people compare it to it. That's always.
I mean, I mean by the hype level. I mean by the hype level, not by the actual.
I just say it's in space. We got big ass robotic suits and shit.
Yeah, that's
badass.
A lot of people say, "Oh, it's in space. It's like Halo." Like, no, it's not anything like Halo. But people are stupid and they're like, "Oh, it's in space and you shoot aliens." Oh, boy.
You get that one troll on the internet. Excuse me, sir. You're actually wrong.
And I'm gonna tell them their ass is wrong and kick their face in.
Or I'll kick you in the butt face. It's like, how do you retaliate to that? Excuse me.
Oh, right. But since AJ's finally here, and we're gonna cut off the stream soon, I suppose, since I'm gonna go. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about the Ruby stuff we were talking about, and if there was anything you wanted to ask about creating characters. You know you won't be able to use magic and the thing because magic only applies to the maidens.
Sadly.
Yeah. So like wizard classes are completely out, but you know everything else is fully allowable. You know, like bardic cards and all that.
If you can you send the updated version of the rulings or whatever? I think you said earlier that you found something that was like a little bit more detailed or easily read or something.
Yeah, it was a homebrew. They had basically made it for edition 5, the most recent one, and it had a list of like all the modifications you can have to your weapons. How does that work? You know, specific damage numbers for what type of elemental dust you're using.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's here on the Discord and the Skype.
Oh, okay. All right. So you just posted that, or?
It's all just here on Skype.
Oh, Discord. Could you send it to my messenger if that's or is that a lot to send or something?
No, I have it all right here on one big thing.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to look back through it because I don't know. I can't remember whether or not it said anything about the whole dust blood effect.
Dusk blood, it did not. Dust for blood, it did not say. But we can fix that up as we like before, you know. Like I can just say like, how does this work? Like how many times per day can you use it for? You know, it gives you a negative effect. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for those watching, yeah, we're gonna try and do like a D&D stream, but like with a Ruby twist to it. I'm excited.
It's gonna be dope. I'm excited for it. Adventures. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. So like, I think I told AJ, but I didn't tell him that. You know, it's not gonna be taking place in like the main Ruby area, like Vale, Mistral. We only know about Beacon, and that's gone as hell.
Yep.
But at least I hope I'll be able to tell a good story for you guys to play through.
That's gonna be fun. A small little mini adventure. And then here comes a giant fist!
Rocks fall, Grim, everyone dies.
AJ lives, walks away. How? Because I wrote it in, like the death note.
AJ rolls dexterity, you only want to get a 20.
Yay! I don't know what that means, but yes!
In D&D, when you roll, 20 is basically like you crit and have like the best thing happen at the moment.
Yes! Behold my power.
Which is funny, in a Team 4-star, one of the guys, Takahata 101, does a D&D stream. I recommend watching it, it's really good. And,
really?
Yeah, and one of the guys rolled a 1, which is like a critical negative. So what happened was they were fighting a living carpet, and he rolled a 1. It ended up happening that he dropped his knife and the carpet picked it up.
Oh my... What? The carpet's like, yeah, you were gonna cut my fibers, now cut yours.
Yeah, and it just starts tossing the knife between its like pommels, I guess.
Hey, wait, is that thing? Is that animated thing?
No, none of their stuff is animated. It's the Unexpectables. What I think you're thinking of is like that stuff coming out to Comedy Central.
Mm.
I do recommend watching the Unexpected because it's really good to see how D&D streams work. I'm just happy to be able to
Yeah,
consume that to actually play it.
Yep, you're telling me. What about Anthony? Is he going to be affiliated with it, or is he?
Yes, Anthony will be the third member of the group.
Awesome, and then I'll see if I could get Devin in. Maybe we'll see what happens.
Oh, good. I was kind of worried that we wouldn't have like a full team.
Nah, that shouldn't be the case. Is that a go?
I think what you heard was the Wii remote. Apologies.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say it sounded like a go. It sounded like meh. I was like, what?
Two points. Too deep.
You asked me to send it to Messenger. Do you want me to send it to Facebook, Skype, or where?
Just Messenger.
Okay, Facebook it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's edition 5, and I put a copy. I mean, where you can read the player handbook, the 5th edition character sheet. Sorry if I'm making you guys redo that again. Apologies.
No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
And it's also the homebrew version for Ruby, which again very intricate. Actually,
All right, fair enough.
It actually gives a good idea of like how does aura work in terms of stats.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, by the way, Matt, are you still there?
Yep.
Devin wanted me to tell you that God Eater 3 is coming out.
Oh shit.
They already have a trailer, I believe, on YouTube. So I'll let you look at that at your own leisure.
Alright.
So many good games are coming out this month, or not this month, this year. Star Wars, Monster Hunter, freaking Jurassic World, Shadow War, Battlefront 2, World War 2. It's good to be alive. It's good to be a gamer.
Gaming in the 90s.
Is that an actual theme song?
I know drifting in the 90s is.
Nah, that's running in the 90s.
Okay, my bad.
No, either way, it's good.
No, but I've soiled the driving in the 90s.
No.
Like, no. Only reason why I even do say that is specifically because there's another song called Drifting in the 90s, and those are two completely different songs.
No. Right then, I haven't completely soiled it.
Soiled it.
I soiled the guys who stare at screens for days. Soil it.
Oh shit.
Oh, but I would like to drop the avatar, so when you can, tell me what you guys want what you guys are gonna look like, so I can just draw that up and make a nice little thumbnail.
Nice little thought.
I could probably type that up in like the next couple minutes. Well, not next couple minutes, but get where I'm going.
Yeah, in a little bit amount of time. Yeah, I get you. I just hope I'll be a good GM for you guys when we do it.
No, it should be fine.
But now I'm getting tired, and I think it's the time to call it a stream.
Completely understandable.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see. Can I find it? Where is it?
Alright, to everybody watching, we thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on The Guys Who Stare at Screens.
Peace.
Hey, AJ, gotta say anything, or?
Oh, Jesus, I didn't know I was supposed to see. Goodbye, guys.
Close to us, AJ, before we stab them in the back.
Jesus. Critical.
watching, and good night.